Got it.
Got it. Got it.
Gold teeth. Got it. Right. Let's see if I can balance this because I'm doing something a little different. I'm outside, right? So let me say my namaste, 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 right? Islam, 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 right? To you all. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey here in Morocco at Northwest of Mexham, and I am here on this lovely and magnificent and beautiful. Let me take my flip-flops off and put my feet here on the grass while I'm out here, right? And I'm here with my magnificent and beloved brother on this elaborate and beautiful Venus degree, and he is no other than your host,
Benjamin Bey, peaceful greetings. Happy Mother's Day, all mothers around the world, all boys around the world. Just here to give you guys a little bit of mind rinsing with my bro here.
Islam, mind rinsing. So let's look. Without further ado, it's going to cut straight to the chase because I'm elaborating and putting. Well, the reason why I said elaborate and putting emphasis on I think a very beautiful impromptu monologue that Brother Benjamin has for you all. And once he's complete his monologue, we will go into our 10th presentation pertaining to this Veritas series that we're doing, right? Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Veritas, and Moor. Alrighty, and when we're speaking about Veritas, we're not neglecting mentioning at all, even in our captions when we do anything on social media, 9 times out of 10, and giving our honors to who we're inspired by. It is not only just, however, it is primarily, first and foremost, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Al-Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, doing religious corporate activity, being Prophet Noble Drew Ali, as well as also who I term Caliph, Charles Mosley Bey. And with that, I'm going to go and screen share now. We're going to do our invocation in. Brother Benjamin is going to lead us. And I'm already facing east now, so I just have to just stand, right, and continue my facing east. But you guys are going to face east, right? And let me go and bring up in the screen share here and bring up the Divine Constitution and bylaws for the Moorish Divine National Movement of the World, Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Moorish Science Temple of America, as well as also some people will refer to it as Moorish America. So it is what it is as far as your references are concerned. However, let me bring it right here. Okay, so we will be going on the Masonic ceremonies within the Veritas today. However, let me bring this on back out before we get to that, and let's bring up the Divine Constitution and bylaws, where Brother Benjamin is going to go in here and do our invocation in. We're going to stand. However, our hands are going to be the 5 appendages on your left hand are going to be extended. The 2 index and middle on the right are going to be extended. However, your feet will be just like how Prophet Noble Drew Ali is standing there in his magnificent abah and garment there, and his sharif, right? National Moorish fez. All right, so with that being said, let me kind of zoom in here at the bottom to our invocation in that's termed the Moorish American prayer. All righty. And I am going to stand facing east, how Prophet Noble Drew Ali is there with 5 on the left, 2 on the right. And I yield to my beloved brother, whom I'm well pleased, Brother Benjamin Bey. Islam.
Islam. Appreciate it.
You there, bro? How we looking? You ain't mute yet, did you?
No, that was what I was saying. That could have been my microphone going out. I was like, could you hear me on the mic? I was testing it. And then like you froze. So I was like, yo, but am I good? Can you hear me now, though?
You sound really, really, really up front and center, bro. How I like it. Do your thing.
All right. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth. Peace. Freedom. And justice. Allah is my salvation.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My guide and my salvation. By night. By day.
And by day.
Through his holy prophet. Drew Ali. I was totally Benjamin, guys.
Yes, Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation. Yes.
Like Noble Ali was like in the back of your neck. You know what I mean?
I know, right? And make sure I didn't, guys. Did I kind of spam up the invocation? Let me see. Allah's Lord, the Father of the universe. Wow, that's astrology. Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation.
I said it wrong. I was thinking too fast.
No, I think you were thinking just right. I think your spirit put you where your spirit needs to be. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, when it comes to things like this, I love when these moments happen, though, because it gives us time to even analyze that which we're actually, sharing. And that's why your monologue is going to be what it be, man. See, what is happening, bro, is the spirit is setting, right? And when I say spirit, I mean the breath, the motivating thing that brings the life forward, right? So that's going to actually tie into your monologue, bro, because what happened was you were just being truthful and sincere in the moment. And that's going to tie into your monologue. Just watch, man. You already know, bro, how fast, I'm not going to say how fast, at the rate in which my mind moves. All right. So now we're going to go to do the 2 letters to be read in every meeting. I'm just going to cue the Veritas for when we come back now.
Also, what's name? Where I Want to Be was playing too. Is playing by Donald Jones. I didn't play the Elvis to Avant, but Where I Want to Be is playing on YouTube.
Interessante, man.
He was like, where you wanted to speak or where you wanted to, that's where you wanted to be. And I was like, oh, that's what's going on right now. How you?
It's long, bro. So with that being said, I'm going to read the 2 letters to be read in every meeting. Without further ado, guys, Moorish Holy Temple of Science. And this is from the Administrative Function, pages 84 and 85. All right, so you guys see here, right? The following is a letter written by Prophet Noble Ali, all righty, on the 18th day of January, 1928, right? 1928, all righty. Anno Domini. He commanded that it be read before every meeting. All righty. So here we go. We're going to page 85. Administrative functions, Moorish Science Temple of America, home office, 3603 Indiana Avenue. Noble Drew Ali, founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18th, 1929. All righty. To be proclaimed in every meeting. All righty. Dear brother Islam, I am glad. All righty. Prophet Noble Drew Ali is not, some sad being in this letter. He's glad. All righty. I am glad to know that I have few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There's a host of quote unquote jealousy about me and the movement now by the same people of our side of the nation that claimed it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics, right? All Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as an American citizen. They are working every scheme that they can to disqualify me so they themselves may take charge of the situation. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and the uplifting funds, right? The ones that paid their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present, that I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my quote unquote fame and nobility, right? The nations of the earth will not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the past few months, because I was at the governor's inauguration. That was Lewis Lincoln Emerson, to represent the Moorish divine and national movement. And I will be at the inauguration pertaining to President Hoover for the same cause. Noble Drew Ali. The second letter to be read in every meeting is here in the Moorish literature. Excerpts from the Moorish Guide newspaper, page 13, just to the right of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, again, standing due guard there. Divine warning by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslim governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant pertaining to the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the laws laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all, not just a few, not just some, not just 11, to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by Prophet Noble Drew, founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their simple ways by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. All righty. Again, faux pas or certain mistakes occurring, it's all good. Keeps us very honest, right? Without further ado, I'm not going to monologue this time, right? You guys already know. Sometimes I can seem like mouth almighty, tongue everlasting kind of energy, right? Mouth almighty, tongue everlasting. No, Brother Hasan just, that Mercury and Leo, I guess, is Jesus just love to hear himself talk. Okay. This is what we're going to do today.
Your words are always on the stage.
right. Or I speak from the heart.
El corazón.
You know what I mean? At all times. And sometimes people think, speaking from the heart be over the people's head and shit. And it's like, okay, whatever. So what we're going to do is continue to be sincere. And we don't speak over people's heads. Let me address that. If we don't speak over your heads, because if Brother Hasan or anybody here at Seven Hill Star, but I can't speak for my brothers. So I'm going to speak for myself. I don't think I'm ever speaking over anyone's head because I know you all are intelligent. Now, if you want me to treat you like a dumbass that doesn't know better or doesn't have common sense, just give me the instruction to treat you like a dumbass, and I'll do that. Alrighty. And I yield the floor. I'm going to remove my spotlight because I want to put the spotlight on Brother Benjamin in this moment. So let me remove my spotlight, and Brother Benjamin, I yield the floor to you, my beloved brother. And please, Islam.
Islam, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Islam. Well, we're going to get into a little chat here. I was going over something, just studying while at the Joe and all that, just getting some mental work in, and got a little inspired. I'm gonna take off this here background right quick. Boom. Clock of Destiny. Anybody familiar with the Clock of Destiny by Hasan Bey? Anybody? Just anybody with some screenshots or that?
Book 2. Awesome.
Book two. We're gonna flip to page 15. That y'all see the whole thing. I don't want to hold anything from you guys. You know what I'm saying? But this particular paragraph here, that really got me inspired. And I thought about, every Friday that we speak and things of that nature about, basically telling the truth, and not really holding things and telling it from an astrological point so it can't be debatable. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. Did you ever, I'm gonna get from here. Did you ever stop to think that the Pope ever ordained priests or the Catholic Church are master astrologers? These master astrologers are the ones who have long suppressed the science of the zodiac by way of negative religious mystery or superstition. Only, okay, this is the part right here. This is the part why we're actually doing this. Only selfish dictator master astrologers can enslave the human minds to false gods and religion. And it requires only unselfish master astrologers to expose the mystic angle of astrologers' priesthood dictatorship, and thus let the human enslaved minds free. And I put Noble Ali right here because why did Noble Ali come? You know, for us to proclaim our free national name so we can be recognized, you know, to get us out of the enslaved mind state that we're in. You know, we're a whole, you know what I mean? So that's why I put that there. But, you know, us not being selfish astrologers, you know, giving you what it does in like another angle to see the truth, you know, and not giving you, you know, idol gods and things of that nature or feel good juice. All right. But I'll move on now. Now you may continue reading the unselfish astrologer side of the law. So CM Bey just was like, hey, keep reading my work as an unselfish astrologer. I could have, you know, kept veiling over the truth, but I did not. You know, I did what was right for humanity.
You still there, bro? Want to make sure our signal is good.
We all just living under regardless. Prince Hall is only a mystic name. So is also King Solomon, Hiram Abiff, Queen of Sheba, and David are all mystic names. These symbols, the works of nature, are definitely not idol god or referred to as saints and prophet or idol god worship or dead culture. Well, don't say our dead culture, but yeah, that was just like basically inspired. I was like, that's what we're doing today, basically being unselfish. Just as a whole, you know, Seven Hills Star as a whole, just you know, just you know, saying the truth and not being, you know, I would say big headed about it or want anything from it because that's what you're supposed to do. Just like, all right, cool. This is the instructions. All right, cool. Just follow the instructions, and those instructions are, you know, not to be unselfish or to be unselfish. They don't technically say unselfish, be unselfish, but you being yourself is being unselfish because you could, you know, withhold, you know, the truth, and you're withholding yourself. You know, you're cheating yourself. When you cheat yourself, you're treating everybody. You're cheating everyone else too. Man is an island, you know what I mean? But I yield on that as far as sharing what inspired me earlier. I was speaking with the bro about us being unselfish, and I was like, "Whoa, that's heavy for sure." Because every day on the news, you know, every Sunday, you know, you're getting not this, you're getting selfish dictator. You know, you're not getting someone unselfish that can, you know, give you what you actually need, so you don't have to depend on anybody. You know, that's something to think about, you know, and especially where the world is right now, you know, everyone's looking for like a savior and complaining about this and that and don't know where to actually move to. And then because of this right here, saved, you know, and that's why Noble Ali came 109 years ago. I'm willing to be corrected, but a very long time. And the worst is here. You know, you can just step out, look out your window, you know, turn on any app, you know, but I yield, bro. Just for, you know, giving that.
It's Islam, bro. I mean, that's just absolutely magnificent and beautiful, right? So with that, what'd you say?
I was just saying I appreciate it for letting me share.
Bro, you already, man. It's just really, let me add my spotlight back here to you, bro. It's just really just beautiful to really see because a lot, you know, for me and my studies, man, like, and then maybe it's just because the way that, you know, I actually allowed myself to analyze language and do different things or whatever, you know what I'm saying? With that being the case, a lot of times when I see what it is and I see how the spirit of package selling can be, what I really see is also that at times we do not allow ourselves to really see what's going on with information and knowledge without the Federal Reserve note addiction rearing its head. And the fact that, you know, people, there's an idea that, well, yo, we gotta survive and we gotta have this and we gotta have that, and you know, so we gotta have a job and we gotta punch a clock here and we gotta do this. That's only happening because there's some level pertaining to occupation in the mind where we haven't allowed ourselves to appropriately govern trust amongst our own. You know what I mean?
It's on.
So with that being said, you know, I'm just really thinking like, what better means to do things than to just tell the fucking truth. If there's there's a spirit pertaining to scamming going on and stuff like that, and I already know what kind of being I am. When I was in the Nation of Islam, Muhammad's Temple of Islam #1, I was the top bean pie cake and salesman, bean pie and cake salesman there, as well as I got the most donations from Muhammad Speaks newspapers. So at Muhammad's Temple of Islam #1, which is not a Muhammad's mosque, so therefore it's not under the purview of he who sleeps with pigs. That's what Farrakhan means. Farrakhan means he who sleeps with pigs. So with that being said, and I'm not making it up, you guys go and research it yourself. I have no personal feelings at this point, really, when it comes to instruction. All right. So and I'm, in order to change the people, you must change their literature. So with that being said, what I've actually realized is I've allowed myself to follow the instructions and when I follow the instructions and do what's said, what I realize, those that are around me that should be following instructions the same. This is the only situation where I've actually had where like me, like my brother's a 7 Hill Star, you know, we don't do that yes man shit. All righty. We don't deal with the go along and get along. So therefore every brother can stand on their own 2 feet and allow themselves to be able to see things for what it is on their own, test their own limits, see how far they can go. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to be able to bench press 225. Some of us can only do the bar right now. The bar. And the British Accredited Registry, right? If we can at least lift that and beat that, right, then we can go further and surpass the bar and start adding more resistance to strengthen ourselves. However, we need to make sure the quality pertaining to resistance that we're utilizing isn't haphazardly neutralizing to our own growth. Because a lot of times what we'll do is we'll vehemently defend an idea, or vehemently defend some type of saying or quote or literature or being, and without really going, you know what, let me see if I can think on my motherfucking own about this topic in this situation, right? Let me see what I can, you know, actually bring to the forefront based on my own heart and intent. Like, because I want to be able to, you know, say, hey guys, yeah, I could make a whole ton load of finance off of this information. I could make a boatload. Like, I mean, I and my brothers are worth 5 million each if you just get a word. If we just did 2 readings a day, each of us, and we did mirror sessions, guarantee making 5 million a year. You see what I'm saying? However, the way we're actually set up now, we reduced it from 5 million down to 72,000 a year, and we still don't even really push that because we're doing so much pro bono work. I know professional astrologers that sell 550 unit software on astrology, and the free astrology stuff is at the bottom and last page of their website. You come to 7hillstar.com though, you can cash your chart for free out the break. It's one of the first things you see at them sliding pictures. You know how many people try to hand they ass to us to kiss? What you do out there it's not even in the spirit of the prophet. Brother Cujo Adwell L just posted on Instagram that the lessons of this pamphlet are not for sale, but for the salvation, or for the sake and the salvation. I may be paraphrasing. For the sake of the salvation and for humanity, right? So you'll receive a Quran not for a cost or for a profit, but you'll receive it at expense. So if it costs Prophet Noble Drew Ali 3, 5, 10 notes to make a Quran, and that's how much you're going to get the Quran for. So therefore, the Quran is free. Why is it free? Sort of, kind of, because Prophet Noble Drew Ali had put some finance out there to get, well, technically. Yeah, let me say it like this. Free is not the word. You're getting the Quran without someone extracting a profit from you. All you're doing is replenishing respectfully that which you have had dispensed to you at expense. All righty. So in that spirit, that's why when you come to 7hillstar.com, 9 times out of 10, not only do you receive something at expense, we give you extra. We help you to make your platforms better, to help you do your homeschool lesson packages better. Anybody that's anybody out there, 9 times out of 10, has access to Prophet Noble Drew Ali University. What you think? What you think that's happening? Because, oh, we want to take charge of the situation. We want to welcome you all to the Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey show. Fuck no. It's not what this is. What you guys really need to... What'd you say, bro?
I was saying it's Impromptu Fridays. I was just trying to, comment with you.
Impromptu improvs, bro. I mean, for crying out, for laughing and quiet, bro. 7hillstar may be something administered by me on Instagram and in our astrology street, man. This is the Moorish community, bro, evolving. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being a zero behind the one. The one is Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You put some zeros behind that, you can put 1 0, that's 10, another 0, that's 100, another 0, that's 1,000. I'm probably like I don't know, maybe like the millionth or trillionth zero. I'm not even a zero that's immediately there. Some of you guys are zero ciphers that are right behind a prophet, and your work is like, where's your, is it under your desk, Brother Benjamin, their work? Probably not. You don't see it there. You don't see their work, do you? See some active Moorish American work there?
Yeah.
Probably not. So
they're outside, so I was like outside, like we really saw outside.
I know.
So where's work? Because outside it should be stop.
Islam, bro. Islam. So without further ado, like I said, I'm not going to monologue. I really wanted to put emphasis on Brother Benjamin. I mean, even to the point where, bro, I think I'm going to go back, screen record that part, and that's going to be another post. But I think I got 4 ideas for posts today. I want to make sure Prophet Noble Drew, we give our happy holy degree, as far as on the Instagram and TikToks, let that go out. I have 2 testimonies for the mirror session that's going to come out. And then we're going to put your monologue, bro. I'm going to screen record that because I'm still in my Saturn day, so I'm supposed to be relaxing, chilling. That's why I'm just in the backyard, relaxing, bro. You know what I mean? Still behind on the email, but I'm not behind because I'm supposed to be resting and relaxing on Saturn day. That's what we suggest for everybody when you're in those last 52 days before your solar return. Relax. You know what I mean? Do the work you can get done, can't get it done, relax. You know what I mean? So that once your solar return hit, man, you let that arrow go off of that bow, bullseye, Aldebaran, right? Hashtag Aldebaran. All right. Sincere astrologers don't say bullseye. We say hashtag Aldebaran, right? Unselfishly, we say Aldebaran, right? All right, so let me yield the floor, man. Let me go and share this screen. We're gonna let Brother Benjamin kick you guys off with the Masonic ceremonies, right? Because we're Astro Masons here, right? So the stones that we build with are, you know, in the celestial sphere, righty? So here we go. Brother Benjamin, what'd you say?
So not the stones at Home Depot.
Yo, that's yo. Hey, yo, construction, right? Because this is the construction pertaining to the Median and Persian laws, right? Yo, you already know how my mind gonna move what you say, bro. That's why I'm like, bro, you're fucking hilarious, bro. Oh my God, you're hilarious. So with that being said, man, I'm a yield the floor to you, bro. I'm gonna zoom in on this.
That's Corinthians. I mean, do Corinthians.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna zoom in. You know, I'm gonna zoom in, bro, for you. Right? I'm gonna let me move your thumbnail to the side here. Matter of fact, let me put it up in this corner over here. Right? All right. So yes, that's first Corinthians. Do your thing, bro.
First Corinthians chapter 2, verses 6 and 7. Howbeit we speak wisdom amongst them that are perfect, ye not the wisdom of the world, nor the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of God in mystery, the hidden which God ordained before the world unto our glory. Brother saying unseen, control the same. The parts and points modern Masons swear not to divulge under a lesser penalty than death are those parts and points required by laws of the celestial circle. Oh, my bad. It's on the screen here. Celestial circle, and these are obtained as demonstrated from the unquestionable authority. The celestial circle is the true Masonic lodge, and the outer porch is at Arc Royale.
Goodness gracious. Oh my God. Oh man. Brother Benjamin. All right, guys. It's it. That's over. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us for Veritas today. Because Brother Benjamin he didn't drop the mic. He dropped all the studio equipment just now. Bro, read that again.
Grabbed all the cords and started running off stage. And just
read that again, bro. Because at this point, you just shut down everything, Brother Benjamin. Goodness gracious.
Go back to CMA.
Read that again.
I'll start at the Celestial Circle. The Celestial Circle is the true Masonic lodge, and the outer porch is at Arc Royale 281.
Man, hold on. Somebody's knocking on our door, bro. Let's see if we're gonna let them in. Okay, yeah, that's Brother Sean. Cool. Usually I keep the security off, but I don't want any, impromptu, non-shade throwing, but shade throwing type of, entrances. So
we wouldn't want to Zoom shooting. Kidding.
I know.
Too far. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? Shout out to our beloved brother Braveheart Al. Peace and greens to you, beloved brother.
Braveheart. What's up, bro? Braveheart.
All right, let's go.
I'm thinking that jacket over there, Brother Benjamin.
Oh yeah, man! I just grabbed this little leather thing. My apes told me about the green and the background or whatever, and I was like, "That's why I was doing the thing." She's like, "Yeah, I want green." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I grabbed this. So
y'all air conditioning must be turned all the way up in there, bro. Don't feel bad.
I keep to that.
That joint crank.
Well, that is well. The AC is doing the Bruce Lee. The Bruce Lee.
Yo,
thing.
shorty, hey, look, I'm gonna let you know at the break, bro. Like when I be having on hoodies too, bro, on the inside. I ain't tripping. I know exactly why you got that. Why you got that level on, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. However, I yield to your wisdom, our beloved brother.
All right.
Well, please. Can you read that part again? Can you start at the celestial circle, please, just for me, please?
Yeah, no doubt.
I appreciate you.
Here we go. The celestial circle. The celestial circle is the true Masonic lodge, and the outer porch is at Arc Royale 281. The 1st of January, whilst the lodge actually commences at Arc Royale 286, the Epiphany. At the porch, Arc Royale 281, is the youth Antinius, freeborn and perfect. That's Samuel 25. 25. That's 25. 24.
Let me see where we are. Hold on for a second. That is
14.
Samuel 14.
14.
Mm-hmm. Second
25.
Samuel 14, 25. Yes.
From the sole of his fort even to the crown of his head.
Oh, that says foot. It does say foot. It's just kind of out. Yeah, it's foot.
Oh,
sole of his foot.
From the sole of his foot even to the crown of his head, there was no blemish in him. All right, guys, that was 2 Samuel 14 and 25. And I'll start back here at the porch. Arc Royale 21 is the youth, Antinius, freeborn and perfect. I would say maybe that's what the 2 Samuel describing being perfect.
Well, yeah, because all of because the Bible is an astro-Masonic book, period. It's an astrology book. Good, I yield though, bro.
It's long. The tongue of good report, Arc Royale 281, has been heard in his favor, and he is deemed worthy to become one of the celestial choir. To do so, he must perform all the ritual. Jam. Without the day, it's remember we doing that. Triangular is a mystic double triangle, or perhaps intended as Solomon's seal. Ooh. As the brilliant.
Hold on. I know you were at all the ritual, and I was actually sitting here texting you. I'm doing double thing. Where was that asterisk though for the triangular? Was that up there? I think it was up there. Where was it? Where did we see that asterisk there? I see it coming, but go ahead. Continue to read the triangular, bro. And then we'll go back to where you left off at all the ritual. I'm pretty sure that's where you were, correct?
Correct.
Go ahead.
Triangular is a mystic double triangle, or perhaps intended as Solomon's seal, as the brilliant, in parentheses,
Alpha. Mm-hmm.
Is at the first degree of Aries. Aman Kam Sol.
Yeah.
At the Arc Royale. Aman Kam Sol. How do I say that? I hope that's right?
Yeah.
Aman Kam Sol.
Aman Kum Sol.
Aman Kam Sol. And at Arc Royale 281 with the
Sigma.
Sigma. And the word is right next to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, and you was on ritual ceremonies. You had said to do so, he must perform all the ritual ceremonies
of the entered apprentice and the fellow craft degrees at the winter solstice. And when exalted to the summer solstice as Apollo, he becomes a perfect master of arts and sciences.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. Looky, Astro Cookie. All righty. Continue, my beloved brother.
As the sun rises in the east to enlighten the world, so does the WM rise in the east. Excuse me. And etc. And C. I'm not sure. I'm not saying and etc. But only at the equinox does the sun rise in the east, and that is in the first degree of Aries. And as already asserted, all the hidden mysteries are legible from that point. And Arc Royale.
Okay, WM. Are we partners? I just want to add to your wisdom. Are we clear on what the W.M. is?
Benjamin isn't. I may have read
Worshipful Master. That's what I saw immediately. I immediately saw Worshipful Master. As the sun rises in the east to enlighten the world, so does the Worshipful Master rise in the east, etc.
Oh yeah, the equinox. So it'd be like a pope type deal, or a preacher,
or people in lodges, whoever their worshipful master is within their order. However, we know that the Masonic Lodge is the celestial sphere, period. So that's why we're all Astro Masons. We're all born Master Masons in Eastern Stars and can't be made over again. However, if you don't comprehend that sincerely and truthfully, you're just going to be some Negro black colored in some fez, because if it was a Moorish fez, then you would be acting accordingly. But then, you know, and then you're just going to think you have knowledge and stuff when really you don't. You have data and information. I don't know if you know the ledge though. However, I yield.
Yeah, it'd be like Mad Third House, but you should like graduate to the ninth house, you know, with your information. At Arc Royale 281, the worshipful master has his foot on the polar star, to express his celestial supremacy. But the porch at Arc Royale 281, through within his jurisdiction, is not within his lodge. The first care.
Please stop, beloved brother. You just hit on Kephas, right? You just hit on Caiaphas or Caiaphas, right? Because he said he had his foot where? He had his foot where? On the pole star, right?
Yeah.
He's got his foot on the pole star?
To express his celestial
So you know what that means. So that means you got to go to the celestial atlas and prove to the people once more, go to the northern hemispheric plate, right?
Right.
We'll go now to the northern hemispheric plate.
Now exactly. You continue reading the unselfish astrologer's side of the law as we entered the celestial atlas.
This is taking a little bit time to load. I might have to take it inside soon. I'm not sure. Or just get closer to the house, man. I just wanted to be in the backyard today. But I just wanted you guys to actually see that. Maybe I can be patient and let it load. You know,
Mother Energy. Love that purple, little brother. I don't know if you can see that, but Mother Energy Divine L is loving your purple.
Oh, gratitude indeed, Mother Energy.
Islam TJ.
Just relaxing right now, and shout out to all the Moors at JL and Mother Energy. Yeah, I'm just really waiting on this thing to load. Come on, man. I might need to get closer to the Wi-Fi. However, you know, the purple robe is, you know, if I were revealing too much, I'm very overprotective even more now. But it was definitely a gift from my lovely Mother Mistress consort. So that's as far as I'll go with that. And I love my purple robe. Actually. It's very comfortable. But anyway, get back to this lesson. I'm just really waiting on this thing to load, guys. Thank you for being patient in advance. You know, your patience is superly valued.
And I was thinking I may be like on my rocket here, but my niece likes looking at like, you know, that Easter Bunny and just little things. And I was thinking, you know, like Elmo, like Moroccan Roy is just Elmo. There's somebody with it like I know it's just like Mad Silver. I'm like, somebody was just a puppet, you know, our hand in something, talking. So eventually that's going to eventually evolve to that, you know what I mean? So wow.
It's funny. Moroccan Roy is a national puppet. But if one was to analyze Elmo, and Mo is short for Moor, so
he's red,
you know. And I know, right? He got that ruddy complexion.
Yeah, he's a big kid. You know, had a good bit of desires about the self. He was always by himself, I would say. He rode solo dolo. He always went to with his friends.
And if I'm not mistaken, the voice actor for Elmo was some unconscious Moor, Moorish son. If I'm not mistaken, about 25 years or so. It was this guy. It's I don't know. I mean, the only reason I'm saying unconscious Moorish son because he's,
Wow.
Well, I don't know if he's conscious or unconscious. Just highly effeminate, though. But
Kevin Clash.
Islam. So look, Islam. So I'm going to zoom in on the pole star here, right? And okay, maybe I'll do it. Let me remove some of these drawings from last cycle. Move some of these markings, right? So let me clear it out. Let's clear it out here. Let's clear out the pole star real quick, right? And let's clear it out so we can see Caiaphas all over again. Matter of fact, I'll redraw a circle around Caiaphas, right? So we can see what Brother Benjamin is talking about, where the worshipful master's foot is on the pole star. All righty. And if you look at the constellation Caiaphas, it actually looks like a house, right? So let me grab my handy dandy 7 Hill Star made pin here so that I can now show you guys where the pole star is, right? Let me go here and start labeling some things for you guys, right? Let me grab this purple, right? We see this here, right? There's the pole of the equator, right? So that means that the pole star, right? Let me actually, that's the pole star right there, right? It looks like there's a toe on it, but hold on, let's get this purple now again, right? Let's take it back to the purple, right? And let's draw around this worshipful master guy here. Let's draw around him, right? Here's Caiaphas. Here's his little staff in his hand, right? His little crown, right? Oh, hold on. Let's take it back a little. Let me erase a bit right here because I want to actually draw around his appellation, right? Kephias, right? Or Kephias or Caiaphas, right? And then I'm going to still, draw around him sitting, being this worshipful master guy and whatnot. Right? And there's this little foot on the pole star. All right. Well, welcome to the Masonic Lodge here. You got welcome to the Masonic Lodge. Okay, good. All right. So now, now with that being said, right? We need to really comprehend now that you see. Let's go back now to where Brother Benjamin is reading from. And I trust that maybe we can now get a grasp of what he's saying about, as the sun rises in the east to enlighten the world, so does the worshipful master rise in the east. He's talking about on the physical, hey, this is in the lodge, but only at the equinox does the sun rise in the east. That is true because it's equinox. And that is in the first degree of Aries. And as already asserted, all the hidden mysteries are legible from that point. All the hidden mysteries are legible from that point. All the hidden mysteries are legible, knowledgeable. Anyway, are legible from that point. At Arc Royale or Royal Arc Companion 281, the worshipful master has his foot on the pole star to express his celestial supremacy. That's what we just went over. Oh, we didn't show them at the 281 portion. Wah, wah. Cry me a river, Justin Timberlake. So let's find 281. Or let's find it. Let's just find 281, right? Right? Let's find 281. Right? We're gonna do it just like this. Cause I'm gonna show you guys where 280 is. Let's just show you guys where 280 is. All right, let me find this. Zoom in. 280, 281 is kind of where this green mark is, but let me just kind of zoom in right now and show you guys. All righty, so this is 279, 280, 281. All righty. Why? Because there's 282, 283, 284, 285, right? Okay, cool. So let me take this back a few. Right? And now let's get our ruler here. Zoom in a bit and go from 281, which I already have a red line going straight to it. But let's reinforce that red line that I have going there. All righty, lining up with 281, lining it up with the pole star there. All right. Let's actually get it accurate, right? That's 281. That's the pole star, right? Let's move it over. Center of the pole star, 281. Let's go and get this orange now. Let me grab an orange line here. Right? And let's draw this thing. Draw it right through it. Right? So that now what we can do is actually see what is being talked about here. Right? At Royal Ark Companion 281. That's what we did, right? And we drew a line right through it to show exactly what it's talking about. But because look, didn't it speak on Antinous also? Do I have to draw that in? Even though the rest of Antinous' body or the feet you would have to actually see. That's in the southern hemisphere plate. The southern hemisphere plate. Yeah, it's because this is what Brother Benjamin is reading on, guys. Because Antinous is being carried by the eagle, by Aquila. Look, Antinous is being carried by Aquila. You see what I'm saying? So when you guys go back and listen to what Brother Benjamin says here, you guys are going to see that, you know, we're reading this, and then we have the resources necessary to take you to it, to show you what's even being described. And I yield the floor to my beloved brother, whom I'm well pleased. He's at But the Porch. Okay, you already read But the Porch at Royal Ark Companion with though within his jurisdiction is not within his lodge. Whoa, lucky. I yield.
The first care of a mason is to see the lodge tiled, and this properly includes the tiling of the porch. Ark Royal 281. The youth Antinous is.
Oh no, go ahead. Keep reading Antinous. I was going to wait till you get to your period for that, and then we can read on the Antinous footnote there because it's an asterisk. Go ahead. I yield, beloved brother.
It's repaired in Mizraim. Clothing is somewhat scanty. Indeed, his breasts are perfectly naked. Period. We can slide to the.
Got you. So it says Antinous is prepared in Mizraim at the winter solstice. His clothing is somewhat scanty. So what, he just doesn't have a lot of clothing? Is this a toga or some shit? I don't really care about that. Indeed, his breasts are perfectly naked. Okay, I get what you're saying, right? And then boom, what is it saying about Antinous there in that asterisk? And for that reference, pardon me, bro.
Antinous and Ptolemy's plate C. Bayer 1746 is a perfectly naked female. He or she, Antinous, is also naked in Bayer 1603. Harris's Southern Hemisphere with Dr. Edmund Haley's discoveries 1690 makes Antinous naked, but doubtful whether intended for male or female. Antinous in modern atlases has partial covering and a sash. The apprentice in Scott lodges is naked, but a loin cloth. Formerly, the Masonic obligation was uttered when the candidate was under mesmeric influence. Mesmeric influence. Then bandages were not required for the eyes. It was the duty of those present to see the test given and to see the candidate was properly prepared. All medals are yet taken from the person of the candidate because anyone under metallic, but he is not deprived but banknotes of precious stones. If a vow be made during this mesmeric sleep, it cannot be broken. Yielding.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So that's what they mean. Okay.
Are we back here, bro? On his left foot, there is a
yeah. Gotcha. On his left foot, there's a sock. Lactea.
Lactea. You know, Lactea. There, that's the Milky Way. Lactea is always the Milky Way.
It's on. Lactea. At Arc Royale 2 will be found a large sandal or slipper, a clothing 2.5 signs according to law it reaches. Arc Royale 286 and compasses will take the heel of the slipper to the right foot and the heel of the candidate Antinous, who with such a slipper down at heel must barely go. A slipshod when required.
You see how they working that compass, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, if you draw from this point with your compass to this point, then this is how this goes together like this. Didn't Brother Ty say, when you walk amongst the Romans, you better be Moabite, for real. You better know how to work that compass and square. I yield. Slipshod was where you left off, quote unquote. I yield.
Islam, when required compasses from Arc Royale 216 will convey another slipper to Arc Royale 286 for the use of the aspirant's other foot. Aspirant other foot. Before entering the lodge, a rope is placed around the neck of the candidate. This is intense. And compasses from Arc Royale 226 will place the cable towel around the neck of Antinous at Arc Royale 296 and draw him backwards as he enters the lodge at Arc Royale 286. On entering the lodge, darkness prevails, and nothing is seen but a skull with a little 7 up there. Arc Royale,
because all those references, those cliff notes are right there. You know what I'm saying? So we could probably go to look at things on the Astrolabe and find those things there. However, continue, beloved brother.
Islam is on before entering the lodge. Will towel around the neck. All right. We'll place the cable towel around the neck of Antinous at Arc Royale 296 and draw him backwards as he enters the lodge at Arc Royale 286. On entering the lodge, darkness prevails, and nothing is seen but a skull. Arc Royale 281, and besides it is a solitary star.
Oh wow! It's just going to show. It was showing you what it was describing there too, right? It brought both the hemispheres together. Look at that. Brought both the celestial plates. I'm just kind of showing you Antinous and whatnot and what's going on and all that. What Brother Benjamin's kind of going over and just kind of showing you, because you can see this as a circle or square, right? All right, there you go, Brother Benjamin. Eastward. Yeah, they gave you the hold on. Let's see what your last portion of your sentence was. And beside it, a solitary star eastward. A solitary star eastward. The star has 5 points and is consequentially a brilliant and go ahead, bro. Brilliant of the second magnitude.
The star has 5 points and is consequently a brilliant of the second magnitude in its chimely. The median lawgiver at Arc Royale 286, the worshipful master.
Now known, to add to your wisdom just real quick, now, that's also known, Shamali is now identified. You check certain reference points as far as fixed stars. It'll call it Zubin Shamali, right? Zubin el-Janubi and Zubin Shamali is within the Libra constellation. And Zubin el-Janubi is like, oh, and Zubin Shamali is like, yay, sort of, so to speak, sort of, kind of, when you're analyzing it astromasonically. However, continue, I yield.
The worshipful master is seated at Arc Royale 286. Mercury, the celestial messenger of Tyler, Tyler, with his naked sword, has his left foot at the outer porch, Arc Royale 281, and there at the porch is an old upright mason who is always standing to order in the first degree. He introduces Tyler to Antinous, and by closing the dice none,
dies non, the non days or the days not, the dies non, which is like those 5 days outside of the 360. Go ahead.
There is the youth at large, Arc Royale 286, where he feels a sharp-pointed instrument at his naked breast. The inner guard is always on duty with the point of his dart at the entrance of the lodge.
Wow, people don't learn unless at the point of a sword. But go ahead, I yield.
At Arc Royale 286, before the seated worshipful master is Aura. The altar.
Hey, brother Aura, peace of greetings to you, beloved. Happy holy degree. Go ahead, I yield.
Sound like brother Aura. And the aspirant is made to circumvent the lodge 3 several times, when by 5 irregular Saturnalian steps, the youth finds himself kneeling. That's pretty funny. Me, Capricorn. Before the altar or pedestal at Arc Royale 16 O or 116 16, and then O is a mystic book or Bible. Compasses will convey this book or Bible centric on to the top of the altar or pedestal. At Arc Royale 286 are the compasses, the point of the right limb, and also the square of the Bible. And Antinous' left knee is before the altar or pedestal. His right hand and his left hand and his left breast are all at Arc Royale 286. The Grand Master is Hiram or Hercules, but there are 2 Hirams. One Ab F. Am I saying that right? Ab F.
Yeah, Ab F like descended from Ephraim. So yeah, that's what it'll go. Hiram Ab F. Like so, Ab F is basically saying Hiram pertaining to Ephraim, which is around Gemini, if we're not mistaken, the Gemini constellation. When we talk, look, just real quick, but right, because you have Apollo and you have Pollux and Castor, or Apollo and Hercules, right? So you go back to your Veritas astrolabe, right? Where's Ephraim, right? Ephraim deals with Gemini, right? House of David, that's where the twins are, right? Hercules and Apollo. All right, back to where Brother Benjamin was here.
You go all of it. You go all of it.
2 seconds. Yes, the Grandmaster is Hiram or Hercules, but there are 2 Hirams. One, Abeth, and
the other, Tyree. The sun rising in Aries at the vernal equinox sinks to rest or dies in Libra. At the autumn equinox, the autumnal equinox, which Libra pertains to the Apostle Judas. Masonic legend recites the death of the Grand Master. 3 ruffian Judases slew.
Yeah, 3 ruffian Judases.
3 ruffian Judases slew the Grand Master. Chamali, 106, armed with a heavy plum roll, placed himself at the northern celestial. He aimed a blow at the head of Hiram Abiff. Ephraim. But it glanced onto the right temple. C in parentheses B of Gemini, Hercules, Arc Royale 111. The blow was so severe that it caused our Grand Master to sink on his left knee at sunset and the autumnal equinox.
Yeah, that's the beta. Master. That B is beta. That's the beta term beta, but you're good, bro.
Beta. The Grand Master rushed to the south door or porch, and the thief Ginubi.
Yeah.
Arc Royale 281, 16 with the level 17 struck Hiram or Tyree on the
Well,
10th.
Hiram of Tyree struck the Hiram of
Hiram.
Tyree.
Struck the Hiram of Tyree. Appreciate that, bro. On the temple. Arc Royale 281, 18, which brought him to the ground. Mainulus, Arc Royale 286 on his right knee. Arc Royale 286. The Grand Master then staggered to the east entrance when the third struck him a violent blow on the century of his forehead with a hammer. Wow. Let me get this Celestial Fighters point right. Arc Royale 286. That's a 20 up there. Suffered death. They are no longer personated in the heaven on the disappearance of our Grand Master.
Right. Hold on.
Star Wars.
I'm moving. I'm just going to a little closer to the house, man. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
It really wanted you, Hiram. Goodness gracious.
Let them absorb that real quick, bro. And then I'll scoot on over. Here we go. Grand Master. Hold on. Let me make sure. On the disappearance of our Grand Master, parties were sent in search.
One brother, when reclining, stretched out his left hand and caught hold of a branch, which to his astonishment came easily out of the ground. See the brother reclining, etc. And 281, they reopened the ground under the apple tree and found the body of the Grand Master buried indecently without winding sheet. Arc Royale 286, with 2 up there. And with his head downwards, Arc Royale 281 with the little 3, they speedily reinterred him. And in order to mark the point, they placed the equinoctial spring of Cassia over the grave. Arc 281. Subsequently, they endeavored to raise him with the celestial grip of the entered apprentice. And Arc Royale 281 with a little 5 up there, but without success. They then tried the fellow crack whip, but Mahabon Mahabinach.
Yeah, Mahabone Makwana.
Yeah, for sure. That was beautiful. Our brother did that. That was amazing. The brother is smitten. The brother is dead. He was rotten to the bone, and the flesh slipped from the finger. Wow, it's really tender. The finger void of flesh, Arc Royale 281 with the little 7 up there. Someone grasped the left hand of their apprentice, and with the eagle's claw, Arc Royale 286, and with the lion's claw, Arc Royale 106. There is the apprentice exalted, and as Apollo, master of arts, one of the 5 points of fellowship was our brother exalted. In other words, the 5 points by celestial rule reduced to 1 point. Right hand to right hand, Hiram. And Apollo 10 degrees 4 minutes. And then right foot to right foot. You got 10 degrees 16 minutes. Oh, look at that. Yeah. 16 minutes for Hiram and Apollo. That's 5 degrees 3 minutes. What would the AB applying right there?
No, not at all, actually. If we was to go and look at it, actually, what I'm looking at, I don't even think it's the applying portion. Give me 1 second. I'll let you know in a second. It's just slipping my mind for a moment. Because if we could even go look at it, actually, if we did.
Apollo and Hiram face to face, I guess.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if they're going with alpha there. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That could be the magnitude. Gotcha. Correct.
That would be fun. I remember reading that earlier now. Not just say alpha.
What do you say, bro?
I said I remember reading alpha in parentheses earlier now that you said that. So that could definitely play a part.
Yeah, that's what it could be. It's just slipping my mind right now at this portion. Or it could be approximately. I'm not sure also. So I just gotta remember. Come on. Make sure when the signal gets strong, I'm about to go inside, bro. So we can move the impromptu improv indoor just a little bit. I think. I gotta see if I can. I'm not sure. Well, go ahead, bro. Do your thing. Oh, you sound like digital water, baby. We all sounding like digital water real quick. What's going on? Let's see how we're doing here. 2 seconds. Going right here.
Now leaving the matrix.
Now leaving the matrix. That's what's happening. Let's see. Let me see what I got going on here. Let's see which one of these multiples I can use.
Got to be me.
Oh yeah, I got 3 levels over here. I'm good. Yeah, I should be good. All right. I'm just thinking, like, should I take it on the inside or we good? Y'all seeing me, brother Sean? How's the feed looking to you, bro?
Yeah, you look good, bro.
All right, so just brother Benjamin, they just catching up with you. Somebody trying to touch brother Benjamin, trying to call you. That's what it is. Receiving some notifications because I know that happens too. Receiving notifications and stuff like that. Huh?
Okay, so I don't got somebody tried to go live an hour ago as far as notifications for me. Let me check. Yeah, I don't think nobody trying. Nobody loves me.
Come on, David. Come here. Sit down. All right.
On a break. I guess you, brother Hasan didn't get no rain. Brother Benjamin, you catch any rain, bro?
Nah. Like maybe last night it rained pretty hard. Or the night before it rained like really, really hard. But not today. It's pretty hot. For the last 2 days, been like 117, like 105.
Interesante.
I would like actually walk it.
Yeah. Let's see what we got going here. Yeah.
Just take that.
You have made the possibility. All right, go ahead, man. All you gotta do is say yes. All right, I'm just, looking at this. All you gotta do is say yes. You know what I mean? All right. Anyway, all right. How are we looking now? How is this feed looking great?
Yeah. I see the.
Are we moving and grooving?
Yeah. I see the page where we left off. Right breast to right breast.
All right. So from Hiram's right breast to Apollo's right breast is 58 to 52, huh? All right. Got you.
The hand over shoulder to support back. I guess that's one person. I guess Apollo's hand is supporting.
Must be 1019 for both of them.
Yeah. Very true. Thus, the two brothers, Castor and Pollux, celebrated for their fraternity and harmony. Are united under the worshipful master with a little 10 there. Arc Royale 106 and Arc Royale 111. It is sunset at the optimal equinox. The Tyler receives his marks, his dues. The lodge is closed. The sword is shedded, and the Tyler leaves the lodge. Arc Royale 111, we got a small 13 there, and prepares to open another lodge in reflection, and so on. Ad infinitum. That's a sign.
Yeah, ad infinitum for infinity and infinity and infinity. Ad infinitum. That's yeah. I use.
Before closing the lodge, it is customary for two old past masters to confirm the correctness of the points of fellowship, the union of the points being at Arc Royale 26, and the reflection pertaining to Arc Royale 106. We got a hand-to-hand. I would say that's south.
No, SWTVS is dealing with the member, our sacred alphabet. Again, if you guys were to go back to page 5 here, and you will remember that there's you got lowercase and uppercase here. So this is all helping you guys. So for you to know what's more, beautiful than the simplicity pertaining to the alphabet, guys. So remember, if you go over this series, you start putting these things together, those light bulbs will start going off, so you can start really like moving and grooving with this thing. All righty. So you will see that basically, like I said, this is the basis to all the things that we've been doing, guys. You know what I mean? It really is. This is the basis to all that we've been doing. Everybody think they're religious and they know some knowledge and all this stuff, man. This is the basis to all you guys' belief systems out there. At least, look, whatever. You're Buddhist, you're Christian, you're Mohammedan. You know what I mean? I'm Mohammedan. I'm a great measurer. You know what I mean? However, I have a different mindset than most people. I have a non-dogmatic mindset. I and my brothers. However, we can use the poetic fiction, which most people are out there worshiping, which is dogma, and we can find the beauty in the poetic fiction in order to allow ourselves to find multiple angles in sharing the astromasonic facts. And with that, I yield the floor to my brother. He was telling you about SWTTV. No, I'm kidding. Lately, there seems to be. Isn't that a sample of human nature? Anyway, go ahead, Brother Benjamin. I yield.
Yeah. So we see foot to foot, and you see the lowercase letter that corresponds with that, and the number 23 and 28. And
those degrees.
And this is for Apollo and Hiram. And Hiram on the left, Apollo on the right. Breast to breast, no, knee to knee. Got lowercase t, 17 degrees, and then 13 degrees. And got B right there. In Arc Royale 26. And that's for the whole thing.
So is it showing how? Capital letter B and Arc Royale 286? You move your compasses to lowercase s from the point of B, the lowercase W to lowercase t, the lowercase v, the lowercase s. I don't know. Why don't you guys try it? You have access. You have free access to Prophet Noble Drowley University, where this documentation that we've been going over for 2 1/2 moon cycles, because this is Veritas 10, and 2 more cycles, 11 and 12. By the time we get to Veritas presentation 12, that will be 3 moon cycles. That will be a square presentation. That will be a season's worth of Veritas that we share freely, truthfully, and honestly. Brother Benjamin, would you like a break from reading My Beloved Brother, whom I'm well pleased?
I don't mind rolling still. They be
okay,
tight.
Well, I yield the floor to you, brother. Roll right on, brother. Roll on. Like deodorant, do it.
Our Grandmaster. You know it. All right, here we go. Our Grandmaster Hiram of Tyree died at Arc Royale 281 on 31st of December. He was entered as near to the sanctuary as the Israelitish law would permit. That is at Arc Royale 281, because Arc Royale 282 is the first of the lunar year. And there commences the sanctuary. The grave was from the century, 3 feet east, 3 feet west, 3 feet between north and south, and 5 feet or more perpendicular. The last star on the cross of Christ with the superscription capital INRI is at Arc Royale 281 with the small 2 there, the porch of the Celestial Lodge.
King Henry, right? King Henry. Stop, yo. I'm serious. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts right here, man. Oh, hold on. Is this Masonic certificate? And oh yes. Oh my God. This is the Grand Lodge in Ireland, man. They preserve a lot of the Astro-Masonics in there. I am not advocating anyone to go to a Masonic lodge. You're already on Earth. However, what I am showing the beauty of where there are different people that go within their own associations and how they go about preserving the truth and the divine truth. And the Grand Lodge in Ireland certificate really embodies almost the fullness of the celestial spheres. However, let's see what it's really saying about it before we get there, right? At the weeping, and weeping at the pillars is the last thing it's going to say there, right? At the pillars is weeping, right? Who's weeping? Because we're going to have to go past it. It's Cassiopeia. So let's just kind of keep that in mind, because I'm pretty sure we're going to get to a part where I'm going to want to just sit on, you know what I mean? Just, hey guys, let's take a break right here. Let's just look at this and what's happening. Can you see the Milky Way? Can you see these cherubs? Can you see Lactea? Can you see it's all there right here? However, let's let Brother Benjamin go in on the Masonic certificate here. And I yield the floor, bro.
Islam. Strange that it may appear amongst many thousands of intellectual and learned brethren, there cannot be found one brethren that can interpret the astronomical symbols that are pictured on the master's certificate. The certificates issued by the Grand Lodges of England and Scotland are worthless. So far as symbolized celestial masonry is concerned, those of the Grand Lodge of Ireland, on the contrary, are very lucid and energetic. There are 3 mystic pillars forming part of the furniture of every Master Mason's lodge, and on the Irish certificates, and one on the right hand symbolizes that of Jachin, and that on the left hand denotes Boaz. Boaz. I'm kidding. Probably edit that part out.
Said, no hands. There are no pillars.
There's no pillars. There are no pillars represented in the celestial charts or the globes, but there are colors or heavenly, or what's that? That's a
towels.
A Hebrew towels.
That looks like a towel to me. Yeah. It looks like a towel to me.
Towels or boundary crosses. Job means he that speaks out of a hollow place. He, Job of Ark Royale 281, and 3 daughters. There are only 3 women in the heavens, and there are 3 women on the certificate of the enlightened men. Job's first daughter was Jemima,
like Aunt Jemima.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's Astro-Masonic facts.
We talking about pancakes here, folks.
As the day. Wow. Or Lady Day of the equinox.
Mm-hmm.
His second daughter, I think Keisha.
Oh, yeah, it looks like Keisha, don't it? Kezia? Or for acacia, like the acacia tree, or the El Cedar, like the cedar tree, which is in the canton of your continental flag. I yield. Continue.
Islam, meaning Cassia or El Cedar. Cassiopeia.
Yeah, no, Cassiopeia.
Cassiopeia, or who holds in her left hand a spring of cassia, which kindly lends to enlightened men to mark the point where Grandmaster Hiram, the son, is concealed after the murder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's Cassiopeia. Some people say Cassiopeia. Some people say Cassiopeia. Continue, I yield.
Islam, the third daughter of Job, was Karen Hapush, meaning the horn or child of beauty.
I yield.
The brilliant Alpha or Hercules symbolizes Hiram of Tyre and is at 256 Arc Royale, and by law is at Arc Royale 286. And there, on the opening of the year or celestial lodge in Aries, he cast 2 pillars of brass. The furnace he used was fornax, like for it, and the brass he obtained from Y 14B. The pillars were 18 cubits high a piece, and as notified, there are various kinds of cubits. Say therefore that these were each of 10 degrees. 10 degrees, the 2 give the circle of 360 degrees, and the zodiacal or equatorial line claimed by Neptune and his wife did compass or encircle the pillars about. This Hiram of Tyre was a widow's son of the tribe of Naphtali or Sagittarius, see Astrolabe. And at Arc Royale 281 or the 1st of January is in Sagittarius and is with Solomon. Arc Royale 281, the lodge or temple where the worshipful master is sitting as the sun, etc., is at Arc Royale 286, the
Epiphany.
The worshipful master on the porch. Here we go. Epiphany. The Arc Royale 286, the Epiphany. The porch is at Arc Royale 281 or at 5 irregular steps or degrees from the worshipful master. And there at the porch, as describes, is that old upright mason always ready to give or receive the grip of an entered apprentice. Hiram places Joachim on the right hand and Boaz on the left. See certificate. On the left hand is the iconic pillar of Boaz, meaning in the strength, or in the goat. Hiram or Alpha of Hercules denotes the strength. Arc Royale 281 and the goat or ram is Aries.
Hold on. There, bro.
Bro, dang it. Did I go to water?
Yeah, brother. Son, you breaking up, broski.
I thought it was me. Am I clear, brother, son?
No, you good, brother Benny. Yeah, brother Son. I can't even hear him.
Oh. Well, I gotta clean up the front of my camera. Like, I look like a San Andreas.
Ah!
Yeah. I used to be telling you, I was like, damn, that do look like way clearer. All right, man. Wow, that was way clearer. I was like blurred out, like on cheaters when they pull up. They had buddies from Love and Hip Hop on cheaters.
Hold on, I'm back. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
Oh, okay, good. Let me bring me back, bro. I can see what this energy is. I'm loving it. Hold on 2 seconds. My spotlight it yet.
Oh, Mercury goes out of shadow tomorrow.
Your brother's here. Spotlight's on Benjamin Bay.
Y'all hilarious.
I see you. You ain't pop that tag, not popping them tags.
It's actually Mac Jagger. It's kind of wild. She has a small upper body and a bigger, small lower body. It's kind of funny. Yeah. I can wear her tops, but not her bottoms. I can get like both of my legs and one of her pants.
All righty.
All you need is some black shiny pants, yo.
Y'all are hilarious, yo. All right, so let's get this Gowinski, right? And let's see what we got here. Boom shakalaka. TikTokers don't stop us. Let's see what happened here. I know you see it. I like meaning. All right. Don't jock us too hard. Anyway,
Who's reading that Veritas? You know it's going down.
I know, right? We didn't Veritas is going down. Anyway, so when we go and see the certificate, that's where I wanted to stop you at, brother. But I think that's where we had a little bit of disconnect. You started sounding like digital water to me, so it's probably my connection. So let's just go see the certificate where it says Hiram places Joaquin, right, on the right hand and Boaz on the left. Okay, so let's go look at the certificate, right? Now, I know, guys, just lay your devices down and then turn it so you can see it the right way. Don't try to turn your device. Like, oh, but it keeps, you know, turning it. It keeps rotating it. No, just lay your device down and then just turn your device 90 degrees to you know, and then you can actually analyze this certificate and really see what's going on there. You'll actually see a lot of the celestial sphere poetically drawn a certain way. I mean, you can see everything that it's saying that brother Benjamin just read. It's clearly right there in the certificate. I actually thought when I saw the Grand Lodge of Ireland certificate, I was like, hold on, man. Okay, I see what's going on, because I've read other things where they'd be like, man, other lodges certificates and things like that, it just seems like they don't really give a shit about astromasonry. Everybody is only into Masonics by way of making sure it makes their purse fatter or makes their selection of vagina they had much more in a certain way. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, when it comes to us and just being truthful and honest astrologers, what we are actually doing is allowing ourselves to give you guys a fair chance in analyzing, giving you guys a fair chance in analyzing that which we're saying is worth analyzing. I mean, you can sit here and want to, you know, just listen to us and what we have to say all the time, or you can hear what we say, but prove it wrong. When you prove it true to yourself, teach your loved ones, and then come back to us and let us know what you found, because you might say something that we haven't seen because we don't have your perspective. However, we should be able to recognize the principle, the universal principle in whatever you say, and be able to come to some form pertaining to agreement. We should be able to come to some kind of agreement. All right? We should be able to. So let's get this all figured out appropriately by analyzing that which is freely being shared with you guys so that you can draw your own sincere, truthful, and honest astro-Masonic deductions and conclusions. Did I say that appropriately, my brothers?
Yeah, I don't think it was over the heads of people.
Okay, and I'm making sure that I'm also not saying join an astro-Masonic lodge. I mean, join a Masonic lodge. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're already home.
And
you're
also
already
you're
in a lodge. I yield.
Yeah, also you're showing what you just said, seeing, you know, the more science and other things. So he's not saying join a lodge. We're seeing the more science within what he does, you know, seeing them not honor the astro side of it, the astro masonry in it, like the Bible, you know, being astro Masonic. They could have just wrote it being just poetic and not have the metaphysics in it, you know. Or certain books, you know, probably are like that, not have certain words that you can't get the etymology to get to the celestial part of it. But yeah, bro, you're just, you know, demonstrating basically whatever you're saying. People not saying it that way, but as you're simultaneously saying it, you're doing it as well.
Islam. I just want to make sure that we showing them what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? On the left hand is
the iconic pillar of Boaz, meaning in the strength or
ionic.
Ionic.
Mm-hmm.
Ionic pillar. of Boaz, meaning in the strength. Or the goat, Hiram or Alpha or Hercules denotes the strength at Arc Royale 281. And the goat or ram is Aries, the Egyptian Ammon or Omen, Arc Royale 281. And the summit of the pillar are the twisted down horns with which Jupiter Ammon is symbolized. As the sun is at Arc Royale 281 on the 1st of January, there is soul by law at the pillar is weeping. Did I read that right, or did they do that?
There's soul, and by the law, Omen or combined Sol, right. Solomon, right?
Okay. Yeah. I skipped the whole jump.
All right.
So by law, Omen or combined Solomon. Oh, at the pillar is weeping. Ah, that goes back to the Bible.
Yeah, at the pillar is weeping, Cassiopeia. At Royal Arc 1.
Arc Royale 281, cloth in the widow's garments. In her left hand is the upright celestial cross, or the sun of righteousness. At Arc Royale 281, the cup of Dionysus is in her right hand. Arc Royale 281, and from this cup is a nude Domini. 1873, derived as will be seen darkness represented by the globe, nothing visible save heavenly Masonic book, the book which is in light, showing the reading of the host of heaven. There is a rough.
Please. So now, just that what Brother Benjamin read again, if you were to just gear down, turn it 90 degrees to the right, you will see what he's talking about. You'll see the compass, and you will see the 2, 3, 4, or the 4, 3, 2. Look from the left to the right. You see the 4, 3, 2, 4. Master Mason, that's the square. Fellow craft is right there in the middle, right? Yud Hey Vav Hey, right there in the triangle, right? Yud Hey Vav Hey, Yahweh, right there, right? And then the 2 for the entered apprentice, the compass on the right. See 432, 432, right? Which is resonating with the Earth's heartbeat, or what they call Schumann's resonance, which is 7.83 hertz. 7.83 hertz is in harmony with 432 hertz, which is 16 cents below A equals 440 if you're a piano player. The 4th octave, A in the 4th octave. Instead of having it at 440, why don't you reduce it 16 cents or so it can be 432? So now you're playing music in harmony with the Earth's resonance.
16 makes 72.
The 432 gets you that 9, right? Let's go back to what Bro was reading, right? And should we right there? Let's see. First Kings chapter 7. First Kings, degree 7. Minutes 13, 14, 15, 21. And King Solomon sent and fetched Hiram out of Tyre. So these are instructions, guys. As it's being explained here in Veritas, it's actually telling you through the in the Bible, compass and scope. He, a widow's son, pertaining to the tribe pertaining to Naphtali, and his father, a mind pertaining to Tyre, a worker in brass. And he was filled with wisdom and understanding and cunning to work all works in brass. And he came to King Solomon and wrought all his work, for he cast 2 pillars pertaining to brass, pertaining to 18 cubits high a piece, and a line pertaining to 12 cubits did the compass either of them. Did the compass either of them about? All right? Is that saying either? Or cipher? Hold on, let me see. Looks like it's saying either. And he set up the pillars in the porch of the temple. All right? He set up the right pillar and called the name thereof Jachin. And he set up the left pillar and called the name thereof Boaz. In 2 Chronicles, degree 3 minute 17. And he reared up the pillars before the temple, one on the right and the other on the left, and called the name of that on the right hand Jachin, and the name of that on the left Boaz. All righty, Brother Benjamin, stop there at Host of Heaven.
Can I interject, Burbos? Can I go to Metaphysical Bible Dictionary to read Haram?
And this is what I will do for you. Well, please, I will hit the stop screen share there and let you go. Going in, I'm going in. That way it gives me some time to do some Instagramming over here. Because I don't want people, I'm not ignoring you guys. I see the messages coming through. I'm doing my best, though. Let's do this.
Here we go. All right, Haram. Hebrew, whiteness, liberty, freedom, nobility, highborn, splendid. A king of Tyre, a friend of David's. Quote, and Haram, king of Tyre, sent messengers to David and cedar trees and carpenters and masons, and they built David a house, end quote. 2 Samuel 5:11. He furnished Solomon with material and workers for building the temple. Also, 1 Kings 5:1-18. Solomon gave Haram 20 cities in Galilee, but they did not please Haram, and he called them the land of Kabul. 1 Kings 9:10-14.
Hiram.
Let's see.
Like the Hiram.
Haram.
Yeah, because some people Arabic will hear you say haram, and haram means poison. Is that clear? Are we here?
Indeed, yeah, we're here.
All right, Islam, I yield.
All right, let's see. B, the son of a widow of the tribe of Naphtali. His father was a man of Tyre, a worker in brass. Solomon brought out of Tyre this Hiram, since he was a man filled with wisdom, understanding, and skill to work all works in brass. He made the quote-unquote molten sea in the temple and did much of the fine work in it. 1 Kings 7:13-47. Metaphysical. Hiram was a builder. He was not of the Israelites, the religious and spiritual thoughts of man, at least not entirely, though the one Haram was partly of is Israelitish blood. He represents a constructive power and the reasoning faculty of the individual, a constructive power that is firmly established in substance and in an almost unlimited degree of fineness of discrimination and understanding. This power lends itself and its thoughts to the building of truth and the consciousness and the body. The skill of this Hiram thought is carried out in the affirmative, the positive, constructive attitude of building and doing, in order to spiritualize his ego with the thought activities that belong in his domain, a balance between letting go and building up. Denial and affirmation must be established. For further suggestions along this line, and for an idea of the difference between the Solomon wisdom and the skill that Hiram signifies, see Kabul. I'm about ready to go there to see what that says. Matter of fact, hold on.
Do your thing. I'm back inside now, man, so the signal stopped going in and out, man.
Let me get to. Oh, there we go. Bam. Looky right there. Ain't even got to go far. All right. Kabul. Something exhaled as nothing. Vain, sterile, worthless, dry and sandy, dissatisfying, displeasing. A town that was allotted to Asher. Let's see, Joshua 19:27. B, the name that Hiram, king of Tyre, gave to the 20 cities in the land of Galilee, that Solomon gave to him in return for the cedar and fir trees and the gold that Hiram furnished Solomon for building his house and the temple. Hiram was not pleased with these cities, and he called them the land of Kabul, or Kabul. Kabul, there we go. 1 Kings 9:11-13. Metaphysical. Denial, a letting go phase of mind, something exhaled as nothing. The Solomon, or spiritual mind of peace and wisdom, understands that in all true building up of the organism into eternal life and abidingness, there must be a balance between the negative and the positive. There must be the release of that which has served its purpose, as well as a laying hold in a building in of life and substance. But to Hiram, king of Tyre, understanding the letting go attitude of thought seems worthless, vain, even destructive, and is very dissatisfying and displeasing. The possessor of such an understanding sees no need of denials, but would hold only and always to the affirmative. Hiram was a builder. He was not of the Israelites, the religious and spiritual thoughts of man, but he represents a constructive power and the reasoning faculty of the individual, a constructive power that is firmly established in substance and in a fineness of understanding. This power lends itself in the thoughts that belong to it, the building of truth into the consciousness and the body. I shall yield, broskies.
It was long, bro. Appreciate that.
Indeed.
Getting a little extra fire for that.
Yeah, that was perfect, actually.
So yeah, just to add it in there, while we, get in the astro, masonry and all, let's just get into the metaphysics of it as well, just to, understanding and will, all Gemini season, Islam.
I shall yield, broskies. It's long. I'm coming back to this YouTube. Make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat there. Let's see who we have. Just real quick before I go back to screen share. JL, again, peace and greetings to all you beloved Muslims globally and intergalactically. JL, peace and greetings. Mother Energy Divine L, of course, happy holy degree to you. To Lead Bay, peace and greetings to you also. And Dun L, peace and greetings to you as well. Yes, wholeness as always, Mother Energy. All righty, so Islam to you all. I guess I'll come back here to share the screen again with a much more consistent signal. I just really wanted to be outside. No, baby, we're not going back outside, baby. You want to just come on here, sit next to me. Come on, sit next to me, baby.
Those pause.
Yeah, no, right? It's like, oh man, we was outside chilling. Man, look, man, it's Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is going to determine how long we're out there, baby. All right, so at this point, once we're finished, but even then, got to get to some mirroring. So let's see what we got going on here. Back to the Veritas. Let's go back to our iBooks, right? And if I'm not mistaken, Brother Benjamin had completed things there because hold on, let me make sure. Because I think after I finished reading that portion of the Bible, right, Brother Sean was like, hold on, man, let me go in on the metaphysics on this. And that's what we're supposed to do. But Brother Benjamin, Brother Sean, and I, what we're doing right now, and really the Seven Hill Star astrology firm, this is what we're here for, guys. We're not just going to bring up the Bible without bringing up Veritas, without bringing up the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, without bringing up etymology, without bringing up, and just to show you guys that this is, okay, let's just keep it a whole band. We've seen lectures of Brother Taj Tariq Bey and Mother Ras Mariah Bey, right? They laid the foundation for our research. Now look at us. Let me speak for myself. Almost 8 years later, 7.5 to 8 years later. Am I not continuing in that instruction to show further the AstroCivics, the astrology and the civics, how hand in hand they actually are? This isn't a fucking beauty contest. It's not a Moorish competition. At the end of the day, all I did, now let me speak for myself one more time, and then I'm gonna have my brothers correct me in front of you all for the record, if I need correction. watch lectures, ordered books, attend add a student for life. What'd you say there, beloved?
No, I was saying I think you was going in and out for a second. It was like a long pause on my end.
Yeah, it was like a pause. Yeah.
I was about to ask Brother Sean, but as soon as I started speaking, you had came back. So
Let's
having it again. Huh?
real quick. Let me check one or two of the internet connections. Give me one moment here.
Slam.
I think we're good. Honestly. Am I still coming in clear or no?
You clear now, bro.
Yeah, you good now. Yeah.
Low delayed. It's all good. Here we go. So we are allowing ourselves, right? We're completely, let's add spotlight here. We're not completely allowing ourselves, guys, to really I just don't know how plain we can be. Like,
I mean, I'm about ready to go pull the Bible, get the Septuagint, get Veritas, and just like, hey, let's just go through this together. Let's really just give you a mental baptism, but it's not like we haven't already, you know what I'm saying, been giving them that. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you just have to take what they know and really show them the other side of it, you know?
now,
Even though it's clear, but I yield.
Now, I'm not sure if that was true that Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, what else do you want me to do? I mean, I brought you everything that you need. What, I got to kill you? You know, and it's like, of course, as in the old statements and prophecies pertaining to Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, right? However, we know that there's been a lot of, oh, that wasn't originally what this and that. So we're left to really use our discernment a lot, a whole lot, because people aren't being sincere, truthful astrologers. You know, I mean, it's just too much clubism. And
Broski breaking up again, yo.
Really bringing that heat. They taking him out of that for sure.
you have some, pardon me?
Yeah, you had pros again, bro.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the absolute, complete truth.
So how are you being unselfish?
As a matter of fact, let me see if there's some things I gotta. I'm gonna take a few things out in the background. Maybe there's some things in the background that were demanding the internet. So let me just kind of reiterate what I said. What I'm actually saying is, no one entered our body, took pictures of us, and threatened us. Nobody entered my body. No male entered my body. No female entered my body with biological or foreign objects and then threatened me with pictures and videos. I'll expose this if you expose this upon penalty of death. Because we just totally sodomized you into astromasonry when you really didn't have to. You could have just went to 7hillstar.com and saved your ass a lot of pain. Anyway, yeah. So with that being said, a lot of people are going to, you know, be really butthurt from us actually just being truthful astrologers. Pause. So with that being said,
I had to give up my ass for that.
what'd you say?
Said it was like I had to give up my ass for that. That's what I heard in my head. So I'm sorry.
Like, wow.
It's a wild sentence to say, but all it costs is an email and sincerity.
Man, literally.
Living steady. Got to keep my pants on.
You know what I mean? You got to keep your manhood. You got to keep your virginity in your asshole. Like a virgin still. You know what I'm saying? The fuck?
But out and in.
Any hoosers. We're gonna move forward and we're gonna continue reading Veritas. Just took a little break here, just in the spirit of we're true astrologers. Telling the truth, being sincere, honest. Fuck your threats. We're not a part of your fucking lodge. We're freeborn master masons and Eastern stars and are not to be made over again by any corporate entity or organization or beings. Where'd you go? Go ahead, Brother Benjamin, let it out.
I was about to say nunca. I just like never made over again. We go back to more side, like never. Nunca. Never made over again. It's impossible.
How can you be? Who do you know higher than you and your mother?
Nobody.
Keep sweat. I
mean, if you want to get busy, maybe grandma, but that's still mother. Grandma is still mother. She's like the ultimate mother, you know. So it's still mother at the end of the day.
So now we're looking at this thing like, we didn't fuck the people. We didn't lie to them. We ain't selling fucking packages. We took our $5 million a piece per year worthness, if you want to talk fiat currency, right? Since some of y'all need to hear it like that, which really we're actually fucking invaluable and we're priceless, actually. You can't really put it on because what we can actually do will save your fucking life. It will feed your family forever for generations, actually, if you're really paying fuck attention. However, didn't sell you packages. We weren't being slick with the shit. We do use a little bit of witty humor. That's on me. I love using sarcasm at times. However, it gets you to think. Blame it on me. I can be a little witty, sarcastic sometimes in my humor and use satire. However, no matter what, when it came to astrology and civics, we made sure you guys had it free first before you wanted to exchange for our time to assist you in comprehending it. Is that clear?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I just wanted to make sure that's clear.
And you gave it to him as all right. You got the chance to use your school of thought, but since now you maybe hit a wall, now you come to the brothers or said person that gave you the information. Now you only pay for like them explaining it to you, not for whatever the information is. You're paying for them explaining to you what is already yours, so you need to utilize and feed your type shit.
I am. Yeah, and I'm worthy of the Alamosanite tuition that you're going to bring forth. So either me or my brothers.
Yeah, and just because you can do it in like a timely fashion doesn't mean the value isn't there either. Like the plumber person coming in and fixing it for like 14 minutes and the bill like 500 notes. I could have did that, just because it's broken, all of us, do things, quote unquote faster or more efficient or without certain tools doesn't mean like, the value isn't there. That probably what makes the value what it is, the fact that they can take that, whatever skill it is, and shrink the time, and move on to the next thing. That means it's rushed. It's just, they mastered that. They became adaptive, whatever that is. So whatever time, whatever, fiat or however you want to, pay for that time, don't be stingy with that. You went shooting in the gym with him.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
That was like really good, actually.
Oh, you want to be shooting in the gym?
I ain't a star. Somebody lied. I got a choppy in the car. I got a choppy in the car. I'm trying to tell you, man. Let's do it, bro. And what I'm chopping up with is compass and square. Truth. Because it's
like
stern,
it's
it don't
December
change, it don't
31st.
pass away. Say it again.
I say he did say like it's December 31st, and we just read about Hiram, getting murdered around that time. And other people's having things on layaway. Okay.
Look at them with their deferred payment asses.
Deferred payment asses.
Mm-hmm. Layaway. Bananas, right? So now what we did was tell the truth, boil down our $5 million worth a year each to $72,000 a year, because that's what it is. And we're open about it. Because we're not here about, oh, what's my salary? What's my salt head? How am I preserving my head? Salt, airy is head, like Aries rules the head. It's the airy is a singular. Aries is plural. Let me stop. So what I'm saying is, goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. How am I preserving my head? Salt, Ari, Sal, Ari. Okay, so instead of us worried about preserving ourselves, right? What we've done is in the spirit of Prophet Noble Drawling and CM Bay. We brought it to you, honestly, openly. No cut, no butt, no fillers, no chaser. And then not only gave you the tools to analyze what we're presenting, and we gave you full access to the stuff that we're doing also. It says, hey, what do you guys think? And I think we've encountered more people's envy and jealousy and trying to find, oh, let me find how I can grow it. Okay, man, look, whatever. All I'm saying is we are clear on how to follow instruction. That's all I'm saying. Maybe everybody looks at the instruction differently. Maybe everybody's not really interested in being sincere astrologers and savicians. However, if we're playing basketball and the goal is to pick up teams and shoot the ball, if any of you brothers that we pick up to play ball with is on some, I want to sell foam fingers and do concessions, then why the fuck did you shoot up to get picked on the court, bro? With your pom-pom loving ass, man. Go over there with the pep squad on the sideline. All righty? And who racist spoon by your ass over there somewhere? Because we over here balling. You know what I'm saying? That's we really putting up buckets in our fezzes, right? It's not a bucket hat. However, with the right amount of information, it's all net. You see this? All net, which means we're getting it. We're capturing it all. However, when we go to fillet the fish for you, for some reason, you still seem to lack the backbone that we've actually already said, hey, you got it. We remove the backbone out of the fish to you so that you can have it. Because the fish is belief. Pisces, right? So now we're taking you out of belief and give you the structure, the infrastructure, the Capricorn, the backbone to that. We filleted it for you. We filleted it for you. How it tastes. You want to call me arrogant now? Oh, you don't like big fish. You want it fried. Okay. Maybe people want sushi. Maybe they want it raw. ODB style. You want your Pisces ODB style? Ooh, baby, I like it. Oh. But go ahead. What'd you say, bro?
Different type of fishes or cooked would be like Buddhism, you know what I mean? Christianity. Like you said, what's another one? India, Krishna. So you like it sauteed, you like raw fish, whatever type of belief fish you'd like to have. We can get the backbone out of it and fillet it up for you. Oh, see the more science in that. Here's the more science in that.
Bro, the conversations we can have with people, provided they stop wanting us to talk to them like they dumbasses. Oh, that's over my head. Oh, you can't speak over the people's head. You gotta meet the people where they at. The people don't even know where they at. So why don't I tell them where they at? Hey, y'all the most intelligent motherfuckers on the planet. Oh, we are? Yeah, really? Yeah. Tell us more about this Father God Allah. We can meet in the heart. Chapter 12. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Come on, brother. That's why you laughing, Brother Benjamin. This shit is so easy to us, man. We over here juggling metaphysics, bro. We the clowns, right? Because the clowns are the high priest. So we the clowns over here juggling truth. Just having fun.
It's all
I'm a jester, right?
That was like me trying to, like, you know, it goes back to me trying to explain the feds to my brother that, you know, he had a question about it. It's like, you know, how do I package that up if he doesn't know where he is right now? I can tell him how great this is, but, you know, he can't see it. It's worthless, you know. Doesn't make it worthless, but for him, it's like.
And so you just got to hit him with the anime, man. Like, you don't see this in the movies?
Oh, yeah.
What they say in that Samuel L. Jackson said? You ain't seen the movies.
Right.
You right.
I mean, movies, the anime, I mean, it's all there. Like, so like we're at the root of the disconnect, but I mean, unless they really, like I said, it's all about being sincere. But if they sincerely don't want to not know truth and be true, then it's just gonna keep, you know, as they say, going over their heads. But if they're not ready for it, or if it's not really for them, it's just, you know, it's like talking to a wall, yo.
Yeah, and then this time era, you know, the distractions are real, so you can really get lost in what you think is real. You know, back in 50s and 40s, you know, you probably had your head in a book somewhere because you likely couldn't do it now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's like a thing too to fight. And that's intangible, you know, free time, quote unquote. Oh no, we get to do this. But that's the trick though, the accessibility, you know, the false accessibility, you know, the false riches and all that stuff. So it's like drawing yourself further away from self. And here we come with the metaphysics that are like, oh no, we're gonna slow down your internet. All is mine starting there.
Right.
Ooh.
All is mine, all is one. I'm trying to think how that goes.
I'm here, y'all. I'm here.
Oh no, you said it.
Do we go back just a little bit, finish up a little bit of this Veritas, man? It's going on 2 minutes to noon. Let's
Yeah.
Let's do a little bit of Veritas. That was a good little break between the bros. Real quick, so let me bring this up. You can get it. So here we are now. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for my apple. All right, so here we go. Right?
We're at the Bible, which is in light. That's where I'll start. The Bible, which is in light, showing the reading of the host of heavens. There's a rough stone of Petra or Troas, Arc Royale 256, and in Officia, Sculptors, the Mason shop are preserved, the mallet, appreciate that, and let me go this one now. Oh no, why does it do that every time? All right. And the chisel, Arc Royale 286. Chisel, mallet, and the chisel, Arc Royale 286. Ionic pillar is said to have been invented in ancient Greece. You got the little 5 there. Celestial Antica and Athens are formerly at Arc Royale 281. See Biblical Cities, Athens. The pillar on the right hand of the certificate is Doric. Doric is from door, meaning generation. And there is some Hebrew letters there. Adam and Eve.
I'll read that to you. Yeah, because Adam and Eve, I'm going to show you how they're actually doing that. And it's funny how they got it as Eve. But, oh no, hold on. That is, okay, the first one there, because it's really from right to left. So the first one that you're seeing after is actually Eve, but it's pronounced, it's spelled from right to left, Aleph, Yud. That's actually a sheen. If I'm not mistaken, that's a sheen and an H. Let me double check here. 1 second. I really think that's a sheen. Right? If I'm not mistaken. I was looking for a vav, but that's Yud Hey, right? So I mean Aleph Yud, so that's the I, but that's not a vav. I think that's sheen. I might be off. Let me see. I know my Ibri calligraphy, right? And if I'm not mistaken, I thought that was sheen. Go to my favorite one here. This is one of my favorites, actually. Do they have it here? Yes, this is one of my favorites. All right, so let's click on this. Don't really want to go to Amazon. Hold on. Let's bring that back. Can I just zoom in a little bit and just see what that is? I know which letter it is. I was right. That is a sheen. That is sheen. Look, if I zoom in over here, I knew that was a sheen. So Aleph, Yud, Sheen, Hey. I'm telling you, I know how to read this Ibri. So that's how they're doing Aïe, right? But that's really, but that's really Aisha. That's what I'm really showing y'all. It's not saying Eve. That's Aisha. Aleph, Yud, Sheen, Hey. Aisha. Aisha. That's Aisha. And then the other one with the three, with the three Ibri calligraphics is the ox, the door, and the water, which is Aleph, Daled, Mem. Aleph, Daled, Mem is Adam. Adam, because it's taking the first of each calligraphic enunciation. Aleph, the A, Daled, the D, Mem, the M, so Adam. But that doesn't say EVE. That is Aleph, Yud, Sheen. So that's a sheen. That's Aisha. Are we clear?
Clear. You know, major
and then when you're looking at, for you musicians out there that know your scaling,
to my brother again.
We're not hearing me, huh? Not hearing.
I got my brother under the internet water.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah, you still breaking up.
How we sounding here?
Oh, that's better. How we sounding here?
That's better. Is better? We good?
Yeah, you good now.
Very good. That's consistent. That's consistent.
All right. Now.
Yep. All right.
If we go back here again. We go back here again. We good?
Yep.
Now, again, that's not EVE. Those are 4 Ibri calligraphics. Are we clear?
Clear. The graphics.
That's not an EVE. That's an Aleph, Yud, Sheen, Hey. A-Y-S-H-A is what?
Aisha.
Aisha. Aisha, you're the girl I never had. Aisha had a big fanny, not like Annie. Gave up the booty for a little piece of candy. Right? Another bad creation. How many got that? Huh?
It was a Depart. I remember that one. That was a Depart, right?
Yeah, that's another bad creation, man.
Yeah. They were on the little cars, the little motor conveyances, little child motor conveyances.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
It was like a B5 or B5, maybe. Not B5, but like new edition. That era. I could imagine that's you got 5 dudes singing to their love of their lives in the neighborhood.
All that energy they were still trying to ride off of that in that industry. However, speaking of music, for you musicians out there that know about scaling, your Dorian, Ionic, Lydian, Mixolydian, those different scales that you have or whatever when you're doing music theory, you guys should see all this stuff coming together. As it is above, so it is below. You'll make the best music is Astro-Masonic. You'll make all the hits. Trust me, I know. Your music will always be the shit. Provided you're being sincere and truthful, Moorish American, which means you're being if you're Moorish American, that means you're being a sincere, truthful Astro-Civician, in my book. However, some would probably say the prophet ain't bring that. So let me say this: the truth, the half has not been told. And we're sitting here having an impromptu improv freely with no cash yet being mentioned for the last 2.5 moon cycles. If not for almost the last 2 years. Right?
It's on.
All right, so now with that being said, right? Now with that being said.
Am I saying this right? Each H-E-I, high.
Where? Say it again.
For the Hebrew alphabet, I'm looking at where there is H-E-I, something like high. Then that second one looks like
hey.
And then
let's go over it.
Is the end.
Let's go over it. Let's go over it. What word were you looking at?
Ooh.
You were looking at Aisha? Or what they were calling Eve?
H-E-I, high, he.
Hey.
Right there at 5th one.
Hey.
Hey, there we go.
So like when they say Yahweh is Yud, or they got Yod, Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey. So it's the hand of grace, or the hand, because Yod is the hand of God or the finger of God. Hey is an open window. So the finger of God, open window, nail is Vav. V-A-V is a nail. And then open window again. So what does God's finger, God's hand, God's finger, open window, nail, open window? What does that have to do with Yahweh? What does that have to do with the 4 cardinal points? It has everything to do with it. Everything. And the only thing that's equal is the haze, which signifies the equinoxes. So that means the Yud and the Vav has to deal with what? The solstices, the solstitial color. Oh, hold on. We just went from the Arabic letters, which we call the English alphabet. Oh no, I'm talking. Hold on. Those are Arabic numerals. Pardon me. Right, but we just use the so-called English alpha beta. Right, Aleph bet. Right. Now we're here on the Aleph bet, which is the Hebrew alphabet. Right, but even alpha beta is Greek. So how you going to the Hebrew alpha beta? Anyway, so let's just go through this. Aleph bet. Right. Some people say vet. Right. So Aleph is the ox. Bet or vet is the house. Gemel is the camel. Dalet is the door. Is the open window. Vav is the nail. Zayin. I forgot what Zayin is right now. Chet. I forgot what Chet is. Tet. Yod is the hand of grace. Kaf is like a cuff hand. Final Chaf, right? Or Kaf. Lamed is the lamp. Mem is the waters. A final mem. When they say final, that means this is what goes at the end of a word. This is how you put M at the end of a word. This is how you put kaf at the end of a word. Alrighty. Nun is fish, if I'm not mistaken. Final nun. Samech is there also. Can't remember right now what the calligraphic image for samech is. Ain is eye, right? Is the eye, literally like your left or right eye. Pei, or some people say fei. I thought pei or fei was tongue. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong on either mouth or tongue, but we had to see that. Final pei, then is the thadi. So you say that like a lisp. Like somebody got a lisp saying, so sorry, I'm sorry to be doing this. I'm gonna eat your children. Like that type shit. Mike Tyson, like use Mike Tyson lisp to do the TS diphthong. Thadi. So the final thadi also. The kof is also kind of like kaf. So maybe the cough is the cuff. It's one of them too. It's like a hand, like you have a hand on somebody's forehead, like you're laying hands on. Resh is head. I do know that. Resh is head. Sheen. I'm trying to remember what sheen is. Might be sword. Gotta remember what sheen is. And then you have a tav, right, which is the cross, right? So even when Brother Benjamin was reading about the tau, the cable tau, or the celestial cross. You know what I'm saying? So tau, same thing. You know what I mean? Alpha, omega is the same as saying aleph, taf. The beginning and the end. Aleph, taf. The alpha, omega. This alpha, omega is Greek. Aleph, taf is Hebrew. A to Z is English, so to speak. But I just said the same thing in different presentations. And another reason I like this particular chart here is because it also gives you basically the gematria, because it says numeric value. It gives you the print, the cursive, the diacritic, the transliteration, and the numeric value. And then it also shows you at the bottom the diacritics, which is basically how we do the freaking vowels and shit. This is how you would basically enunciate this a certain way. And then it tells you how to do it. Ooh, oh, ooh, e, a, a, or shva, or like but they don't have it as a schwa e, because the schwa e is so maybe they're doing it pet like so shiva, like on that last one there. I'm just showing you guys, man, this stuff isn't hard either. You know what I'm saying? It really isn't. It's very beautiful, and you start to remember that you actually know this stuff. Alrighty, guys, you actually already know this. So don't be sitting here, oh, Brother Hasan, he's so deep and intelligent. I just follow instruction. All right, that's it. So, Brother Sean, I know I went off on a tangent on there, bro. But do you see how now, if we take the beginning of each calligraphic term, Aleph, right? Let me do this for us, because I think this will make it a little bit easier and a little more fun. Alrighty, so let me do what I like to do here. All right, this is what we're going to pay attention here to, guys. Boom. This is A. That's how I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it, you know, I do got it on the thinnest one there. That's amazing too. So why don't I just type it then? I'm gonna type it. I wanted to go backwards, so to speak, what appears to be backwards. All right, so let's do this. Let me go and add text here, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this text as small as possible, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it right here. And let's edit that text, right? I know it's gonna be a H here for hey, and it's gonna be a sheen here, right? For the SH for the sheen, right? Because I want to show you guys how this Ibri is done, right? For the sheen. Then we got a ya for the yud, right? And then we got an A for the aleph, right? Mm-hmm. So now I just transliterated that in order. So I'm going to go in the direction that this is going, which now gets you your Aisha. And then you have this, which gets you your D, pardon me, M, D, A. And I'm not talking about Molly here, okay? So you stop it. So now you have from right to left, A, D, M. But they said Aisha is Eve, Adam and Eve, right? The Doric is for door, meaning generation. And there is Aisha and Adam. Adam and Eve. Because they'll also tell you that Eve, right? So hold on. Here's the Hebrew. Here's the so-called English. But in the Greek, they call Eve Zoe. So all of you talking about what the truth is, what the truth ain't, and what something's really called, at the end of the day, these are all our expressions termed languages. Time never was when man was not. So therefore, wherever we aren't, we don't speak within their time frame pertaining to language. However, we can travel the earth like Sinbad and bring together for us all that which we need to be universally accepted by one another and allow ourselves to be the one that we've been since the beginning. We've been one. So I just wanted to stop just there for a second and just kind of have you guys see what's going on there. All righty, as far as how to look at this. All righty, and even pronounce the Hebrew. It's not hard. Aleph, Dalet, Mem gets you Adam, because you're just taking the first portion of Aleph, the next portion of Dalet, the next portion of Mem, so Adam. When it comes to Eve, Aleph, Yud, Shin, He, Aisha. So what's the first man's name? What's the first man's name? What's the first man's name?
Aisha.
There you go. Yeah, we good, baby. My camera's off. Aisha.
There we go.
Exactly. The first man's name is Aisha. Supposed to be the first wife of Muhammad, and the second wife of Muhammad is Khadijah, right? So that means the Moabite mother is Aisha, and the Albion daughter is Khadijah. Yeah, I know y'all ain't want to hear that one. It's all good though. But that's what it is. Just because I don't prefer Khadijah doesn't mean that there's some other brothers that may prefer Khadijah. Maybe that's their flavor. No Queen Latifah. No. We are living, yay, single. No, not like that. That's not how we're doing it right now. Maxine Shaw, attorney at law. Anyway,
She got her girls. I guess that was
right? Keep your head up. Keep your head up. That's right. But anyway, right? But let's continue and live large, right? Like T.C. Carter's character, for you guys ain't never seen that movie Living Large. But that's the one that actually ended up hating Maxine Kyle Baca, right? That's why I said that whole boomerang situation there. But that was boomerang too, wasn't it? Living Large, was it boomerang? I think it was boomerang too for him. However, let's just continue to be honest, and just keep fixing things like Overton, Wakefield Jones here, Bay. Okay, so let's man, how many references can we make to Living Single, man, in one little funny little innuendo usage there. So let's continue, man. Let's kind of just, erase these things here, man. And let's continue being sincere AstroCivicians here and yield to our beloved brother Benjamin. Adam and Eve, see creation. And there at Arc Royale 281 is the celebrated right hand with the grip of the entered apprentice. I yield, Brother Benjamin. Islam.
The pillar is Jakin, which means he that strengthened, and as before, there is Hercules or Hiram, but no goat. Mirak.
Yeah, Mirak.
Mirak, or Andromeda, the lady of the equinoctial.
Of Andromeda. So Mirak is a star within the constellation Andromeda. Mirak of Andromeda is a star within the constellation Andromeda. That is a of. Go ahead, beloved brother. I yield.
We said the lady of the equinoctial day, Gemia, is there. The globe or world is the light. It is sunrise in the east, and the brilliance of heaven have melted away. The Old and New Testament are no longer legible and are closed. They are sealed with the Masonic
Sigma.
Sigma.
Masonic Sigma. Hold on, let me see where we at. Close with a Masonic Sigma.
I don't even know if that's one of those sounds. I just
are you talking about like Q dogs? I think that's
what I'm saying. I'm not sure the snake or the wolf or whatever.
Oh wow, yeah. But Q dogs, I think they're Omega. Actually, so they have that Omega purple and gold type energy going on there. But go ahead, I yield.
Islam at Arc Royale 281. You got the small 3, maybe that's one there. Till the time of the end. The altar or the Masonic pedestal is at Arc Royale 281, and the unwrought stone the builders refused at Tyre has become the headstone or the corner at Arc Royale 281. But this is the Lord's doing, and it's marvelous in our eyes. The polished stone is for Jemima or Venus.
Jemima, like Aunt Jemima pancakes.
Oh yeah, Jemima or Venus or Lady of the Day, Andromeda. So we got Psalm.
Man, you told the people time out. So they got Venus on the front of your pancake box.
Damn.
That's Venus. That's Venus. That's Venus in a red turban type bonnet situation. Your sign's been in front of your face the whole time. Oh, but Hasan, you just getting this in a few last years too. Look, I'm being reminded because that's what the Helios Bibliotext say. We are here to be reminded and taught these things that we already know. It's nothing new under the sun. So it's not just learning anything. It's okay. Look, I have my memory back. Who else needs to remember? Because there's a lot of breadcrumbs on the trail for you, Hans L and Gret L. I yield, brother. Islam. Oh, hold on. There's an asterisk there, which means there's a footnote. We're being told to read a footnote there.
Islam. There is no authority, whatever, for anchor, excepting in the Acts of the Apostles. It is evidently a misinterpretation of their Bandi at Arc Royale 31.
Lark Bond
at 2 Arc Royale 281. And you have the horn of salvation is one of the names of Jesus Christ. Wow.
Be cruising. So let's see. Hold on. So let me see where that cross comes at for you. Oh, it's great. It's coming up there at Karen Hopbook. Okay. So it's coming in your fourth line that you're about to read there. I yield to you, beloved brother Islam.
And I left up Andromeda for the compasses of Euclid's square. See ceremonies. The central pillar is Corinthian. Corinth means beauty. The lovely occidental Spica in Gemini with the virgin Karen Hapush. The horn, cross, or child of beauty. The sun.
I mean that cross is another way of saying, hey, go read that footnote. And that's where it was. The horn of salvation that you read is one of the names pertaining to Jesus Christ, right? The I am identity that crushes evil from within. All righty. Because you're here building your fucking character. Anyway, I yield to you, beloved brother, Islam.
Islam, son of righteousness, and son of righteousness at the breast, and the high above the pillar of beauty with its lily work of Isis, birth in the ineffable
Yahweh. That's the Yud Hey Yahweh.
Yahweh, and
yeah,
the Alpha
Bang. Go ahead.
Yeah. What was the last word?
Like, yeah, trick, yeah. And then bang.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah. And the alpha of triangular. Triangular, the triangles. As will be discovered, Spica is one of the most important brilliants in the heavens. It is the chief star of the Virgin and sinks in the west of the rising of the Lady of the Day, Venus. In the dedication of the Orthodox Bible, Spica is represented as the bright occidental star. Queen Elizabeth setting when Miss Majesty rose in strength. The solar Jacobus rises at Arcturus 286, and the occidental queen died at, say, the vernal equinox. 1604, James or Jacob means heel, and at Arcturus 261, on the ecliptic is the right heel of Israel or Jacob, and the sun, 1604, above the pillars are the mystic square, trine, and B. That's what that one is. Both the points of the compass is seen 432. The mystic figures in the east and the root of the Buddhist eternal 4,003,320. See, cosmology.
Yeah, but so I mean, like, come on, man. If you guys haven't really been paying attention to lectures that Brother Taj, like over the last 8 years, lectures I've seen, man, me looking at Veritas makes all those lectures make sense. Makes every piece of literature I've ever read makes sense. Makes Prophet Noble Drew Ali, CM Bey, Prophet Noble Drew Ali is the prophet. CM Bey for me is the Caliph. And I'm very thankful that brothers like Brother Taj is able to inspire other sincere brothers. According to my site, there are many, but some important ones, and just in being consistent, and even in when there's some times to make a change in some things. As far as elder brothers, I would give the brother Cujo, definitely. Has a consistency in being sincere, seriously. Even when as brothers, we have to make sure that we're on the same page before we know we're on the same page. So let me continue reading this footnote. The Grand Master of Ireland, the Duke of Leinster, intimated to us that any discoveries relating to Freemasonry might be published, provided the obligations were not divulged. And a pledge on our part was given conditionally that no reference, directly or indirectly, should be published respecting any obligation pertaining to modern masonry. Well, I'm so glad I'm not under anybody's obligation. The only obligation I'm to be is myself. Do no harm. That's a pretty awesome obligation. See correspondence, introduction, editors, right? That's pertaining to this, right? And I think what I'm gonna do is let's finish it out there. We just went in on Masonic ceremonies, right? That's what we just went in on. What's next is the ancient dates, celestial points. This is where we're gonna get into the tablet of memory even further. You see, guys, over here, I have some highlights there and some underlines. All righty, so this is kind of the portion I've been waiting on. I know it's page 24 saying right there in the book, but I know it's in the 50s, 51 out of 175, right? Pertaining to Veritas, the construction of the median and Persian laws. But hold on, maybe I need to do it like this for you so you can see it this way, real quick. Ease it out. All right, making sure. You good? Ain't got nothing on. You good, man? All right, so Veritas, revelation of mysteries, biblical, historical, and social by means of the median and Persian laws. That's what we're reading. If you need a reminder, Omnia Vincit Veritas, and you guys see the triple tau there and the key of David also, right? Right? The sun is exalted in Aries, and the key of David, the house of David, key of David, and the shield of Solomon, all that, right? By Henry Melville, edited by F. Tennyson and A. Tudor, right? In London, published for the author by A. Hall and Company, 25 Paternostero, Anno Domini, 1874. This is what we're reading, guys. All right, so go back to page 51 is where we're going to continue for our 11th presentation. And I think what I'm gonna do, since we're standing on our square, right? And the square is for the Master Mason. We're gonna make 12 be the last one. If we do a 13th one, that's because we're gonna honor the moon in that one. However, we have already done 13, so I'm gonna stop there at 12. The 13th one was actually the very first Veritas presentation that we did back in March of 2021. I will. I guarantee I will. They look like chickpea snacks. Yeah, they're going to get smashed. Now, I'm going to read the ingredients on the back though. Doesn't look bad. Nanas and nanas. So with that, let me come here very quickly. All righty. And let me stop the screen share, right? And I'll let you guys see me just very quickly. I'm gonna turn my camera back on. All right, so we can wrap up. All righty. Any questions, comments, and/or suggestions? Any comments, right? Matter of fact, where's Brother Sean here? Where's Brother Sean? You got your camera on, right?
Indeed.
I'm gonna add you to the spotlight, bro. Right? Sit down, baby. That's it. Shake the butt. So, all right. I know it's not a trailer. It's just spoiled. That's what I do. I be spoiling y'all. Oh, all right. Hold on. Where's the other one here? Add spotlight. All right, there we go, guys. All right, so we're gonna close on out in great fashion. For brother, you guys already know. It comes into Friday Impromptu Improv. This is Brother Benjamin's presentation here, guys. Because in true Veritas fashion and in being sincere AstroCivics, even though a lot of things started with Brother Hasan at administering things when it comes to Seven Hill Star, it's always been the intention to make sure our astrological community is sincerely growing. So even though you guys see it coming through Seven Hill Star, guys, like, come on, man, like, I know what it is. At the end of the day, that's why Brother Sean has Mondays, with Brother Benjamin being the one to assist the most, because they were the two newest members at that time when doing that, pertaining to, come here. Sit down, baby. Have a seat. Two newest members, so it's like, hey, man, why don't you guys just do your thing right there, you feel me? And make it be so that you can really see that this is an example being set for everybody. You don't have to, just because you may be the one to bring it to your immediate community. However, usually your community will choose you, not you really choosing your community. And it's really based on how sincere you are being with what you're being. And I will say, as cool as I guess Brother Sean and Brother Benjamin thought Brother Corey and Brother Terrell were at the time that they, proposed to us, that they like, hey man, how do we be a part? And I was just like, shit, as much as you guys may think we're cool, we think you're cool because we kind of thought that we were going to be on our own with this thing. You know what I mean? And then being able to embrace y'all and give y'all the experience to, hey man, this is not about sunning anybody. This is not about y'all work for anybody. This is about us being locked elbow to elbow, working this thing together. We all have different strengths in different areas. I get that. You know what I mean? However, I'm not here to be the fucking man. Who I am here to be is Coach K, sort of, just a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was the shit in the past life. However, the only way I'm going to really eat and thrive this lifetime is if I make other people see, and not even not hinder people's greatness and growth by further encouraging them. What's wrong with encouraging your brothers and mothers? You know what I mean? That's one thing I did learn from the Albion. When it comes to that leaving the European here long enough to teach us government, I will be clear in saying that our people will boo because of the unconsciousness within our people and the self-hate. They'll boo when there's an opportunity to boo. But I've seen the Albion and boo opportunity, like, boo, get the fuck out of here, you clown, you stupid ass goofy. They don't do that. They're like, woo! Yeah, buddy, all right. Yeah, you did that. And it may be seemingly a little sarcastic. However, Monsters Inc. style was brought up yesterday. We were in our jurisprudence class, and I wasn't able to really bring it up when it was mentioned in our chat. So I'll bring it up now. It's much easier to meet your quota in life with fucking laughs than scares. boo, nigga, fuck you, nigga, get on the stage, boo, you goof ass. You're meeting your quota negatively. That's not helping you good. You're meeting your quota negatively. However, somebody say some clown ass shit out their mouth, some goof ass shit out their mouth, and then you go, woo, all right, man. Hey, man, look, man, I guess that's your perspective. Now what you're doing is eventually they'll see for themselves, hold on, I can expound on other things. Why? Because they're not wasting their time defending themselves from somebody, speaking, harshly about them, so to speak, I guess, so to speak. But however, whatever. With that being said, is Brother Benjamin still in here? I just want to make sure. How's it looking there on the Veritas? And let's read the comments here. Any guys here in the chat? Let's see what else we're seeing here in the chat. Sewing room. That's where Mother Energy says she is, right? Much gratitude is yours, right? In the sewing room. Hey, there you go. 4th annual Origine Day coming up. All righty, good for the 22nd. I'm not okay. Origine, I get it, because some people don't say Aboriginal or Aborigine. They'll say Origine. Got you. Yep. We chose that day, and then okay, got some sauces. Got it. All righty. And Dunell says, too much of that. Okay, you're hilarious. Energy. Let's read. Dunell says, wow, when you were drowned out of my mind, said, look at how interference will be neutralized when many are on hand to pick up the slack without missing a beat. I think I get that. When you were drowned out of my mind, neutralized when many are. Okay, yeah. Well, at the end of time, at the end of the day, truth should bring us out of any drownings, I guess, or so to speak. I hope I'm comprehending that comment there properly, Donnell. So with that being said, Brother Sean, Brother Benjamin, I yield the floor to you.
I'm all right, man. I'm all gravy, bro. Just grateful to be here to keep doing what I'm about to do within myself. Don't be no hoe. I'm just kidding. I'm lifting falling in that Indian changing people's literature. That's a part of it, but it's not vocalizing the literature.
Don't be a hoe ass astrologer.
Basically.
Right. Don't be an astrologer.
Astro. Astro hose.
Should we spell astro ho, but we spell ho in the French way, like Heaux? Should we do it?
UX. Hoar. Will it be Hoar at that point? It's French.
No, because EAUX in French is pronounced like O.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pronounced like O. So astro ho.
Astro hose.
Yeah.
Astro ho moon ritual astro hose. It's like I'm kidding. That's the West.
Oh man. Let's stop the pimp hoe situations, guys. And I know there's some cultures out there, especially on the West Coast, man. I know, man, it's tough, especially when most of the lifestyle, most of the culture on the West Coast is pimp hoe. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, man, if we could just have a Veritas mindset without the pimp hoe culture, you know what I mean, mixed in it, and it'd be so great, man. You know what I mean? However, we got to really realize that we got to remember who we really are, man. We got to be taught and reminded who we really, really, really are, man. However, I know I got emails to send out, I got thumbnails to do. Like I told you guys, I'm relaxing. I'm taking it easy, man. After my solar return, I'm going to turn up back to just being all over the place with your social media stuff and all those other things. However, I know I got a few like I said, I want to do my Prophet Noble Ali presentation. I got 2 testimonies to put up. Also, I want to do Brother Benjamin's. I know I wanted to get that monologue there, man, really out there. Or Brother Sean wants to do some things like I meant, you know what I mean? You want to get Brother Benjamin's monologue from earlier, bro. Capture that.
He probably already got it, honestly. He probably working on it as we were speaking, honestly. Brother Sean.
Shoot, hey, you already know. I shared, but where you can put it so I can post it too or whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't mind.
Yeah, seriously, straight up. Questions, comments, and or suggestions, Brother Sean? Brother Benjamin.
I'm good on the questions and comments. Questions have been answered.
Great.
I've let all the comments out, Intuition Monday is coming up as far as 7 Hill Star unit, that's a, comment type deal, and look out for other things. But as far as, schedule type things as a unit, Monday intuitions. This time but I guess between me and Brother Sean, the sun ingressing Gemini, because last time we did.
Wait. No, Cancer season. Yeah, it's summer.
So sun ingressing into Cancer. Yeah.
Watch 7 Hill Star and rewind.
Yeah.
It's late in the day and I ain't been on the court yet. Hustle to the mall to give me a short set. Yeah, I got old sneaks, but I need a new pair. This basketball court this summer got girls there. The temperature's about 88. Hop in the water plug just for old time's sake. Let me stop, y'all. Play same day till they go once more because you invited to the barbecue to starting at 4. Right? Anyway, stop it. Right? Not how
Brother Shine on the grill, he only cooking vegan meals.
Hey, yo! Stop it, bro. You're hilarious, man. That's actually pretty fucking funny. That's funny, yo. Right? Get the veganishness of it all. I'm trusting that I did all of bringing us back, man. I thought I brought back Brother Benjamin too. I did all this spotlighting and whatnot.
My phone maybe that it didn't kick me out. I'm not sure, but I know every time I was reading and I would pull down my face, the screen would get dark, and that's why I would have to pause for it to come back. If it's knocked me out, they probably know.
Well, maybe this time it's like how when usually we would just see Brother Sean would be talking. It's like, hold on, where's Brother Sean? We just see Brother Benjamin now. And I was like, now it's the opposite. It's all good. It's all good. That monologue is all the change. So like I said, Brother Sean, if you anything, because at this point, guys, it is what it is.
Nah, man, it's been great. Another great impromptu improv, intuition. Well, actually, we are in our 8th month cycle since the workshop intensive, and I actually kind of went through my TikTok. I was like, yo, look at the transformation of our videos, yo. So just some reflection and just loving the growth, yo. Me and my bro, and all the bros, and we just continue to keep moving forward.
All righty. So with that
confidently but not arrogantly being
exactly, yeah.
Yes, not
just humbly being that.
Oh, I ain't gonna cut you off, y'all. So that's more than my bad if I'm reading.
No, that was it. We just, being humble, doing our thing.
Honor.
We can't stop, won't stop, dropping truth bombs on them. Get down, baby. Get down.
Braveheart. All right, so this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna say our namastes to you all, and thank you so much, guys, for joining us. You enjoy your happiest, holiest Venus degree, and much gratitude to you also, Mother Energy, and JL and Dunnell and all of those out there. What you say there, beloved?
I was saying, happy holiday all the Moors.
That's funny. I brought that with me too, bro. I brought the Hebrew alphabet with me too. I got it with me, bro. I brought a couple of my little hardbacks with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Before make the full transition for the library. But anyway, yeah, man. So that in your clock of destiny too, right? So we went over some Ibria and that clock of destiny. Look at that, man, for your impromptuness there. All right, so I love you all. We love you all. We're going to say our namastes to you all. Thank you, Brother Benjamin. Thank you, Brother Sean. I appreciate you all. Shout out also to our beloved brothers Terrell and Corey and Senor Jackson Bay. Shout out also to my beloved brothers Jaron, Brother David, and Brother Bruce. All righty? Because even though, you guys don't see them actively, these, especially Jaron and Bruce, they know the astrology very well too. For those of you that know, Brother Bruce Coat Bay and Brother Jaron Bay that are out there. Alrighty. So shout out to all the fam from the East Coast, from the central time zones, people that they're near the mountain time zones, people out there near the Pacific time zones. We really do love you all. We're just not for the fuck shit. So you can sit there and call us ambitious and they just want people to learn it their way. No, we're honest, truthful astrologers. We're Moorish American for real. All right. So with that being said, I love you all. We love you all. Say namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. Peace and love.